carried by the wind's waves. In heifer heaven, in the heartland, freedom of thought, in the vast expanse, freedom of heart, in the sunset's dance, freedom of trust, in the fattest cow's stance. I'd watch them graze, content and serene, each bite of grass felt like a dream. The fattest cow, Sheni, was a sight to see. She waddled happily, her spirits free. In heifer heaven, in the heartland, freedom of thought, in the rustling leaves, freedom of heart, in the scent of hay sheaves, freedom of trust, in the songs the wind weaves. Memories brought back like a warm embrace, smell of manure and wildflowers in space, sweet taste of milk straight from the source. In heifer heaven, memories never lose force. In heifer heaven, in the heartland, freedom of thought, in the morning's light, freedom of heart, in the stars at night, freedom of trust, in the heifers pure and bright. So here's to the heifers roaming free. In their world of simplicity, they hold the key to freedom of thought, heart and trust. In heifer heaven, where happiness is a must.
Y'all might think that's a really long opening, but let me just share with you. My giggle was wrapping up and I finally got everything all done. Okay, but I can't hear you, my love. Nope, still can't hear you. Beat it up. Did you unplug? Wait a minute. Talk now. Nope. I heard something click, so I thought maybe. If it's just me, folks, the last thing I did was move over to the headphones, but I could hear my giggle in my ear. So, yeah, no. Yeah, no. We're still just saying, okay? So here's where we're gonna go. No. I'll let you know as soon as I can hear you, by the way, so I can read chat. But in the meantime, then just like say ABCs, because I can hear the connection when you move it. But yeah, I think it might be pull it out and put it back in thing, you know.
How about now?
Hi there. How are you?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yep,
Do you remember those commercials?
We are back to the Verizon days. Yes, we can.
All right. Well, that was good. It was just a matter of unplugging and replugging and muting and unmuting, and eventually something worked. I don't know what, but it worked.
So everybody over here in my chat, you've got a boarding pass pinned. Go ahead and take your boarding pass, fly right on over to the Digger world, and make sure that you're subbed and that you like, and then grab your boarding pass once again for your return flight. Make sure you're buckled up, because hopefully we will be having fun. And then you will be right back here with the full chat. And Tammy's like, can't wait. And she's like, all hearts in and out to you. And what? on first in, I'm a pass out. No crap. I don't know where MJ is, but no, Cynthia, you are second unless you're counting me for posting.
No, we don't count. We're co-hosts.
I don't
we don't
count. Yeah, I don't matter. As I tell
Nicely done. The girls coming in with the first and second spots.
Exactly. As I tell my clients, you don't matter. You don't matter. Yeah, I actually tell my clients, you don't matter. Think whatever you want.
I'm sure they appreciate it, eh?
Well, they do when they go to do something and then they go, wait, I don't matter. And then the answer is already there and they go, got it. And then Tammy's like, Cynthia, howdy, dear.
Hello, hello.
And then Tammy's like, who else is here? Well, us. And shuffles off to the corner. And Tammy's like, howdy to whoever else is here, which there is nobody. Oops, wait a minute. I don't know what the heck that is. For a moment, I thought somebody was throwing a football, but it looks like somebody's
pouring coffee down their throat.
Okay, and then they're like, oh, I don't know. Yeah. Tammy's like,
like that.
Sitting in the corner gets lonely. Yeah, unless you start bouncing up and down to the rhythm of the heartbeat, and then you put a smile on your face, and then before you know it, it's not lonely, and you don't need anybody else. And MJ's like, hello, Tammy. Hello, Cynthia.
Hello,
and
MJ.
MJ is like, Tammy's like, MJ, howdy. I'm sorry, I'm going to sneeze. MJ's like, hello, Sheni. Well, hello, MJ. How are you? And then what about Digger? And Tammy's like, howdy, Digger.
Cats have got the zoomies.
I have to do this one over. I sucked at this. Tammy is like, howdy to Digger and howdy to Sheni, which is me. And Tammy's like, I love it. I love it. I don't know what she's loving right now. But then she's like, or MJ is like, wait, I can't hear Digger. No, she was on stealth mode there for a little bit.
I was just making sure you guys were all on your toes there, right?
We were paying attention. Yeah. You know, but yeah, see, this is where people on the internet get mad at me because if they sound tin canny, which I haven't been listening, but I think ever since I decided to wine glass my mic, I don't think I've been sounding tin canny because it's a little further away from my face because I'm not scooted all the way up, so I'll scoot it all the way back. So anyway, yeah, I like to let people know if their mic isn't working exactly right. And other people, they're like, how dare you? And I do want you to notice over here that we have two kitties in the background having a gay old time. Okay.
Yeah, they've got the zoomies. I love watching Boo just launch herself through the tube and just, it's awesome. Yeah. Well, she loves that thing.
I just love when I see that they're having fun. And Tammy's like, I hear Sheni, but no Digger. And hello there, Tim. And I hear Digger Soul, but I'm special. Exactly. And Tammy's like, Tim, howdy. And then Tammy says, yep, there's Digger, because it all happened at once. And then Tim sends Tam and Tim hugs. There's a Tam and Tim hug going on.
Nice.
And then MJ's like, hello, Digger. and then Tim is like, it's an expansive herd across many channels.
It is.
Yes. You know, we're okay if more cattle are collected, but we're okay with being comfortable. We only want sweet, fun, adorable, cuddly cattle. And yeah, there are aggressive little shits out there. They can go into somebody else's back 40. For us, we just want to be able to walk up and give them a hug every now and then. And then Tammy's like a rose and happy feelings and black hearts coming at you. I know it's not supposed to be black hearts, but it's black hearts. And Tammy's like, I got to keep y'all guessing. And then Squabbob pops up. Hello, Squabby. It's a smiling, giggly place. Well, we try. And then Tammy's like, I love the kitty zoomies.
Me too.
Well, yeah, they're the best. Oh, wait, just a moment. Okay, tell us what's going on with you while I sign into Facebook and show you something that I thought was adorable. Okay.
Oh, Okay, I was just about to ask where's Sammy, but he's right there. Tim says, remember the gals are on Rumble too and likely elsewhere. Yeah, Sheni's on Facebook, Twitch, and
Is
Rumble
Kick
and
working?
Kick.
Is Kick working?
Oh, that's the other one. So yeah, she's got Facebook, Yell. Oh goodness, you do it. I just mixed my my dabs. I mixed different kinds together, but I may have put more of the stupid stuff in than I had planned on it because all of a sudden I'm
Can
feeling.
I have some stupid stuff? So
Hey Sammy, I just dabbed like twice right before starting, and I may have put too much of the stronger stuff in it. So,
but it's okay.
Have fun.
You can find us on Facebook, on Digger's YouTube, on my YouTube. You can find me on Twitch. You can find Digger on her Rumble, me on my Rumble, if everything works well. And I'm not really sure, but it looks as though Kick might be working. But I am already off doing one task, and I don't want to go looking for another one right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But
I can't figure out Twitch enough to be a watcher, let alone try and figure out how to stream to it.
Well,
it wants me to verify, but then it doesn't send me the 6-digit thing. I played that stupid game again. It's a lesson in futility. And I start to feel like perhaps I'm heading into insanity every time I tried it, because it just, they want to verify the already verified thing. But they say, in order to verify the already verified thing, we will email you the 6-digit password, and then you can punch it in here.
Wait a minute.
They never email the damn 6-digit password.
But wait a minute.
Get stuck.
I need you to double check. We have emailed you, or we will email you, because I was getting pissed off at one thing for never receiving their shit.
It's been weeks. If they haven't emailed it by now.
But the wording on the thing was not that we have emailed you. It is.
Yeah, they say we will email you the 6-digit code.
Right. So you have to confirm for them to email it to you, or they won't email it to you. There is somewhere on that page. I don't know. Somewhere on that page, it says, yes, please email me or confirm.
Lesson in futility is the way it's feeling, because I keep attempting it every time. I'm like, okay, I got to get this thing figured out. Usually Mondays, because there's a show I want to catch on Mondays, but then I get so frustrated with this trying to sign in and verify shit that I end up not listening to it and getting frustrated and just shutting the whole Twitch down and going back to my normal.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you, I pissed myself off so bad.
There we go.
I know I'm trying to send myself something, but Facebook's a jackass now.
I don't touch it. I had to try. I stealthily got accepted into a Facebook group with my church, but the bulk of the action happens in Messenger, which I also don't use, but at least I know how to use it. So I don't really have to go onto Facebook, but they don't like me. They really, really don't like me. And I got in too much trouble for my opinions before COVID. I was getting into trouble before COVID.
Before COVID, folks.
And then that happened.
You to know that was all before COVID.
Yeah, they didn't like me before that bullshit, and they definitely didn't like me during. And I just stopped when I had, like I said, when my friend from grade 4 wrote me, and we had
you don't have to look at
Facebook message thing in between each other, with him basically breaking up with me after being friends since grade 4 because my opinions on certain political things and certain other things and whether they should be forced or not. And yeah, he broke up our friendship. And after that, I'm like, okay, let's just not.
Do you know
like I was saying just a little while ago, I see the occasional update from all of my lovely friends whom I love dearly, who still live on the coast, but I see their posts and I'm like, holy shit, I can't call these people because they'll hate me.
you know, but see, and I'm the kind of person that I want to start it off with. So was I wrong?
Well, see, and I don't want to do that. I just want to be like, okay, it happened. We all decided where we stood on this, and the fallouts happened. So the chips have fallen. Can we all not just get along again? Like, can we not just get over? But no.
We're on Kick.
Oh,
We're
good.
on Kick.
Hi, Kick. How you doing?
I'm oh, fuck yeah. Fuck
I
yeah.
can.
The old lady is smart.
I can figure out Kick enough to watch shows on Kick. I only watch Kino, and I rarely watch them there. I like their long form clips. I don't have the time to sit through an 8-hour stream. I've done those myself, and I don't know. There's no way I could sit there and listen. Well, I guess I do. Fridays are more than 8 hours. So never mind. I guess I do know.
But you're not sitting there the entire time. You're listening to it. You're up. You're moving around and doing that kind of thing. I just want everybody to know. Again, Facebook under Shenigram Yell Rock. That's where you'll find us over there. On YouTube for both Digger and myself. On Rumble for both Digger and hopefully myself. I didn't check that one. We are on Twitch, and in case you couldn't tell, we're on Kick too. I went over there and I absolutely verified it. But getting back to the kitty conversation,
yes,
because yes, we were talking kitties, and then I went off into I was already off into I was off into a kitty search, right?
Yeah.
And then I got sidelined by the whole Kick question. So can you do me a favor and can you share my screen?
Hold on. You're running in Rumble. Yes, you are.
Okay, you're so sweet. See, we're both doing things. So I will share my screen.
Oh shit. And now oh my God, it's like it's triggered.
What's triggered?
Oh, that was you.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
wait,
holy
what?
shit, I'm checking our Rumbles and all of a sudden the YouTube's getting noise, but it's not. It was from your end. I'm playing the Matrix of Sounds right now. Okay.
Oh yeah,
so
hit mute on everything that you're
minimize.
going.
I normally do. But okay, everything is done. All I've got is StreamYard. I am ready.
I'm going to play if you're back in StreamYard and watching.
Yes.
I don't care if we get whatchamacallit. I'm sorry, there's no volume. Oh, we didn't want volume.
20 pounds of rice.
I mean, I'm just going to go over here and we're going to play our own volume.
When she was stressed, she decided to use my big bag of rice as a secondary litter.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well,
it took a while to realize because the rice just absorbs it.
Right? I don't even want to know. But that was my first thought when I saw this.
You're echoing with the music.
Why am I echoing? Because you've got the volume turned up somewhere.
No, I don't.
On one of the feeds, the volume is on. I'm just saying.
No, everything is muted. They're not even running.
But they'll start with, I don't know. Okay,
no,
everybody else, are you hearing me double, folks? which we have to get down to the bottom. Wait, Digger, what?
I rolled all the way down.
Of
Are
course.
anyone else hearing a double?
I'm not.
The music isn't repeating?
No.
That is insane. Because they're all, none of them are.
Yeah, close them all out and
That's
just
what I'm
leave
gonna do.
StreamYard open. Close them all and just leave StreamYard open. But I love this black kitty right here. I'm just saying. So I thought I would just go ahead and share that because
Can you stop the music?
I'm trying. Just give me a second.
Oh, now it's just one.
Okay. Because you had something else open.
No, I literally closed absolutely everything. All I have now is StreamYard, but it was double. It's like it started and then a second it started again, but then it did it the whole way through and it was driving me absolutely batty and I couldn't even see. That's fine now. It's just the one.
The last one that you closed was the one that was just enough volume for you. The last one you closed was the one that had the volume coming after you. Just saying. So hello, we're back. How are you, everybody?
It was like an earworm of that song that she played for you, but doubled, echoing off itself the entire time it was playing, and it just
really annoyed the living crap out of her. But I needed to keep it going for the kitty cats who were like, doing the salsa in the rice, because you got to admit, I don't like
the wrong
that
kind of pop to
song
be
at all.
listening to that in my ear. That's what it was.
Sorry, bud. Okay, so anyway, Tim's like, remember, these gals are on Rumble too, and likely elsewhere as well. I think we covered that because, again, I can show you the kick stream. I am so proud of us, aren't you? I'm going to show you the kick stream because I can. So here is the thing. Remember last night I was like, but wait a minute.
Yeah.
I think I'm understanding it more. Oh, shut up. Not you guys. It's a me thing at this point. Go figure. It's a me thing. I don't know. Apparently I couldn't type in the word kick.com with the shoot. Okay, so there, and then there, and then we're going to go over to here, and then I'm going to come back to StreamYard. Oh, let me hit mute right now because, well, guess what I was hearing? Guess who doesn't like hearing?
What?
Okay, I was hearing myself when I opened Kick. I'm going to sneeze because I can. Okay, and it royally sucked because I tried to hit mute. I couldn't hit mute because I had the present screen box open. You can't multitask certain things. So everybody, welcome to the Matrix. But the big thing is up here in the upper left corner, right here. Do you see that?
There it goes.
Are you going to do the wave again?
No, I'm not. It doesn't sit the same way as it did that the other day.
That was so funny. That poor Bobby.
Oh, good Lord. That was the closest thing to an acid flashback that I have had in a decade or more. That was just so much fun.
You had so much fun.
I have no idea what I looked like to you guys just watching me do it, but oh my goodness, that was so much fun.
Whatever Johnny was talking about, and I'm like, look, it's almost like you doing the wave.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know what you are talking about. No, Johnny, if you were ever to watch us, you'll never know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Welcome to the reality that is not ours. I'm just gonna say. So anyway, see, I got us on Kick.
Nice.
And it is all about the restream, but because I was figuring it out and was adding streams, deleting streams, and doing all that other good crap. Look, I got 2 followers on. Okay.
Sweet.
That's going to be a Sammy and a Tim, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a Sammy and a Tim over there. It's got to be, because who else would run over there and do that? Thank you, guys.
I don't know. Where's Dom?
it's kind of well.
Dom's the ride or die, buddy. He'll be.
Is Dom also in Kick?
I don't know.
I mean, we've never talked about him being in Kick or not. What was he? I felt like he was doing something. We were chatting earlier in Discord, and then my eyes got all catarwonky about an hour 15 ago, and I had to step away from the phone because I knew we were going to be doing this.
Do you hear that, Sammy? She had to step away from the screen for a bit and look at other things so that her eyes would work and her head wouldn't pound. Just throwing it out there for someone else who stares at a screen for hours and hours and then suddenly has migraines. Just
and it does help because after
walk
working
away for 10 minutes and look at stuff far away, and
that's I if I focus on the big
natural
TV,
light
that helps.
outside if you can.
And I opened up all of my blinds. She's hitting each of the check marks I did after
I've
talking
had
to
migraines
Mom.
since I was 12.
Yeah,
so,
after
I
talking
know
to Mom.
the sleeping, the sunglasses, and then the pillow on top of the glasses, and I've done it.
Well, I can say this. He also put me at ease, because the whole gas problem, and it's cold, and it's already cold here. It's been 32 degrees, so I've been worried about him because it's colder there normally than it is here. And then remember the shirt I was wearing last night, and I said I can't update my computer because it's this jerk who died on me.
Oh, right,
the first widow. Okay. Well, here's the whole problem. Not that Dom knew he triggered me. He triggered me with this whole gas thing. I have been so worried about him because Sal died of carbon monoxide poisoning. Now, look, Dom is not even in the intelligence box that Sal was in. Okay. Sal was right here. Dom is over there.
Yeah, okay? Dom is the guy I go to with questions.
Wait, because I didn't want to write all this in, and if Dom is actually listening, hopefully he's taking a nap. I want him to be wrapped up in an electric blanket and try and warm up his bones, but because he can't take a hot shower.
Well,
y'all, you can't think about all this. So, but anyway. Here is Sal, this guy down here. Okay. Mm-hmm. It was a desert weekend, and he had just gotten his dune buggy back from the guy who had it for over a year and wasn't going to give it back to him. But one of our other friends went and said, bullshit, or you're going to jail. So we got the dune buggy back that day, and Sal's like, we're going to go, the desert. So I'm pulling the buggy in my trailer. I want you to come down in yours. And that way, because mine, though it was a toy trailer, it had bathroom, kitchen, refrigerator, sleep, everything, heater, right? Well, his is just a cargo toy hauler. It's just a cargo trailer. So I said,
not meant for people to be sleeping in.
Exactly. I said, fine, I will go. But I'm not going to leave after work because it's too dark in my eyes in dark driving for that long of a ride from here to technically Yuma. I didn't want to do that. So I said, I will get up at 6:00 in the morning. And as long as you have trimmed the tree back so I don't open the trailer when I back in to the car, right? As long as you have trimmed the tree, I'll go get the trailer, come back, load it up, get the food, get the water, get everything in it, and then I'll head out there. Okay. And each time that you pull into this facility, it costs $125. So no, I'm not just willy-nilly going to rip open my trailer, drive out there, have the roof come off, and pay $125 to camp in the dirt. Okay. Where the girls rolled the buggy. The side-by-side, it costs $125 a day unless you buy an annual pass. So anyway, here we go. I get up the next morning and I go out to look to see if the tree has been trimmed.
Yeah.
It hasn't been. So you know what I did?
You trimmed the tree?
I went pee and went back to bed because the
Oh.
agreement was if that's not done, I ain't coming. So I didn't go.
Oh, okay.
So I was supposed to show up there Saturday morning. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't show up. So Saturday night was really cold in that trailer because being inside of one of those places without heat, it actually gets colder inside than if you were in a sleeping bag on the outside. Okay.
Okay.
So again, intelligence level here and over there. Okay. We're talking about this dude, not this dude. But that doesn't stop me from worrying about this dude. This dude decided that he was going to take the barbecue pit and put it inside to warm up the air on the inside of the trailer.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he took the barbecue pit inside to warm up the
Okay.
air in the trailer. That's called carbon monoxide in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And they went in and went to sleep because he had opened the vent and thought that was good enough and went in and went to sleep, never woke up.
Yeah.
So I have been kind of triggered about this one, though I know he's not this one, right?
Yeah, but you're still concerned about that one because
of course
he's out there alone. And yeah,
of course I'm going to be concerned. But today
yeah.
he said the gas isn't even hooked up to the house. Oh, okay. Well, just like with the big piece of machine, as soon as he said he got that equipment to move it. Oh, okay. Because I don't tell you all of my woes and worries, but I got them, dude. And as soon as he said that, it's like, oh, okay, cool, I'm done. But I know this one is up here in Smarts, and the other one was down here. My Fred was somewhere in the middle. Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm just saying. Sammy's like, I've been going absolutely friggin' nuts today. Also, my screen just paused on the most hilarious screenshot. I don't know.
Good.
I want to know whose screenshot that you just screenshotted. MJ's good. I can't see any comments since my first one. Hit refresh, honey, because we're here. But this is a YouTube thing.
Make sure you're on live chat, not top chat.
But YouTube can take the whole thing away from you because they're rude.
There's the YouTube chat in the top left corner. It says either top chat or live chat. If it says top chat, click on it and then move it down one to live chat. Click on that, and that'll give you almost all the YouTube chats. That being said, YouTube is for some reason forcing this new thing on us where it decides something's questionable and it sends it to our mods, which I'm not even sure about because aren't I a mod? Like, why am I not getting notifications about it?
Are you still a mod on mine?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you should be.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, how are Sammy and Dom?
I don't
know. They know
about
it. They're obviously getting them because they were having to okay them. But where's these notifications coming in from? And why aren't I getting any? And why can't I turn the damned feature off? Because it's not a freaking feature.
It YouTube just is. Right. And last night was the first time that I learned that these mods are getting stuff. And we're just sitting here going, okay. And they need to educate us because who has a clue? I didn't have a clue.
You're a mod for me. I'm a mod for you. We should be getting those things too, but I'm not getting them. And every time I hit the opt out, what says it's the opt out, it doesn't opt me out.
Well, here's
the big thing.
Don't you think that with it being, primarily me, that it should send me a notice along with the mods? Do you see where I'm at?
That too, but that might make too much sense for YouTube. Like, I don't even know anymore.
In other words,
I'm also streaming. I am always also streaming to Rumble. Please, please, please go subscribe to my Rumble channel.
When YouTube
because at any given time they will just boot me and I will be gone from YouTube because I am not going to play their pissy little games. I am really I fluctuate from laughing at it and just going, oh, it is what it is, to getting really annoyed with it. And
Well,
between the YouTube chat and the stupid Twitch not letting me do anything because they won't send me the stupid email, I've been really on
I'm
the
going to tell
pissy
you,
end of things right now.
you get to a page where that is probably
annoyed.
asking you, can we send you an email? And you have to answer an affirmative. That's
Well, then
I
it's in the teeniest, tiniest printing, and I will look for that with a magnifying glass next time I decide to try. But I've just played the game again and lost, and so I'm going to wait.
Just saying. Anyway, see, this is the problem with me. I am constantly braiding my hair. I don't normally do it online. Kitty cat attack.
What was I doing here?
We got a kitty cat attack. Anyway, Tammy's like, Squabob, howdy. And then Sam, howdy. And I'm not seeing all comments either. I don't. Again, it's a YouTube thing. You know how we have to wait sometimes like an hour and a half to even be able to comment? I think it's a YouTube thing.
I just remembered a gripe I have with Rumble, just as an aside so that YouTube doesn't think I'm picking on them. Rumble, I keep getting notifications, email notifications from people that I follow whose live streams I want to see. I'm getting them like 24 hours after the stream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A day and a half after you get the. Can you leave my.
Are you getting kitty bombed? Oh, you are. I went over to check something on my channel and I forgot what it was. And
you could totally do without this.
Hello, kitty cats. How you doing?
So yeah, no,
I'm not a cat.
I put stupid stuff in my coffee. Well, I put stupid stuff in my coffee. I put spices from the spice cabinet in my coffee. I put butter in my coffee. I put I did not put buttermilk in there.
Well, not a pinch, like just a few granules of salt in coffee or hot chocolate. It just
makes it tweak better. Exactly. So yeah, it's there's all kinds of things. Tammy's like, Tim, did you switch over somewhere else?
He's chat jumping. I noticed that when I was checking all the different things before I shut them all down.
Oh yeah. Remember that everybody's over in the primary chat, the Sheni chat. But see, I'm showing everybody's over here except for one person in Twitch. I don't know. Well, it's not me in Twitch. Hi, Twitch. We like it. Twitch people have been good to us because that's where we got OG.
Yes, that's where we found OG, or he found us.
He found us, and we won't let him go ever since.
Yeah.
So
he here. Where is it? Just a sec.
We're not going
Wait
anywhere.
For it.
Tammy's like, there you are with a bunch of bluegill laughing, and then Sammy's like, that sounds like a scam. I don't know what we were saying that sounded like a scam, but here we are scamming on because it sounds good, right? Oh my God, how are we already 20 minutes behind? Tim is
he says, this is an OG. I'm getting my wife a Jersey Giant rooster for Christmas, so she'll finally have a big cock to make her scream in the morning.
It is so him in a nutshell.
I responded, wait till she goes to sleep. Christmas Eve, set it up in the corner of the bedroom so she wakes up to her big cock staring at her. And he says, and set it up in the... Oh, okay. Nope, sorry, that's mine twice. I thought there was a second punchline because he's bang on that one, but for some reason it went twice.
Well,
but either which way, yes. So he's going to get a big stuffed rooster for his wife to wake up to.
So she gets a big cock for Christmas. I love it. Tim is like, I'm going to watch Dune Prophecy tonight. Apparently, it's a world run by women. I'm betting there will be a whole heap of chaos.
Yeah. Well, unless Dune, like the Dune universe, because if it's the Dune universe, maybe their breed doesn't actually have periods. Maybe they don't sync up once a month.
Well, see, and
maybe they are calm and rational. Maybe
because the men have done so well lately. MJ's like, I closed chat and reopened it, and the other chats now show up.
Good.
It's kind of like her microphone. Okay. So just,
Start turning things off and on again.
off on it'll happen. And Tammy's laughing at Tim, and Sammy's like, oh, maybe it's the dabs. And then MJ's like, hello, Sam. And Timmy, hi Timmy, how are you, sweetheart? Tim is like, wait, yeah, I'm sorry. I had a thought come through my head when my mouth was talking about something else and I fumbled over the words. Tim is like, Tammy, no doubt. And MJ is like, hello, Tim. And Tim's like, Spider-Man's main squeeze. And Sammy's like, I'd say more, but I have sandwich. And we know how important sandwich can be for Sammy. Yeah, it's kind of like Bobby Baloney's baloney,
Don't make me say that word. That word already got me in trouble the first time, and I've accidentally said it since.
They're mad at you because you have aides helping you get things done.
Well, now she said it, so there you go.
You see, but see how I did that? So, fook them. They come after me. Tim is like, never put your kitty on a pedestal. A woman told me that.
Did you use those specific words? Because I would have worded it just slightly different. Just,
Here, putty. I bet you thought I was going somewhere else with that, huh? And then Sammy's like, what did Ditto do? Because he was laughing at Ditto. What did Ditto do?
He's being a cutie.
Ow, Ditto, pick up. Aisle 3, pick up. Thank you. He knows what pickup means. Mm-hmm. And we have in the kitchen, we have aisle 3, aisle 4, aisle 5, aisle 6. So he knows what grid to look at. He's a sweetheart. Here you go. Have another piece. Bobby is not here today, is he? I never know when he's even listening, and I'm trying to do the math, and I think he's not listening. So anyway, Uncle Sammy says hi. Just saying.
Sammy's asking what you're drinking today.
Well, hi. It's a coffee thing that
Oh, it's your coffee concoction.
Well, this one is a different one. This one is I get it at Costco, and I don't know because I take it out of the bags immediately and put it in an airtight thingy-mabobby.
Yeah.
I just know it's really good, and I'm quite sure 1,000 points fatter than just the regular coffee that I was drinking. But now because they automatically renewed my subscription at $100 a month, and I'm just saying it only gave me 2 weeks worth of coffee. I don't care who you are. Nothing that I could suck up is worth that much money. Exactly. So I'm like, I wrote them, I advised them, no, thank you. And now I am back to making my own coffee, which I forgot that I could whistle and it would walk in here and climb into my cup. So yeah, I'm slightly buzzed.
Sorry, I'm doing the math thinking, for half that amount of money, you could have a pound of coffee a week from Starbucks, and they're stupid expensive.
And I won't do Starbucks.
Well, I only do Starbucks when Mom brings it to me because they do make some really good coffees that I enjoy. There's a couple types that I enjoy, but she gets them for free. She worked with Starbucks for more than 10 years, and when she quit, she retired. And Starbucks had a thing. I don't know if it's still a thing, but when she retired, as long as she didn't go and get another job, as long as she stayed retired, she gets to keep all of her perks, which include her knockoff every Monday. So she gets a pound of coffee every Monday. They drive into town.
I'm right here. Right here. She can send me some.
Yeah, no, it costs too stupid much just to get it across the board.
True.
Oh, and Canada Post is on strike. So no one's going to get any mail in Canada right before Christmas.
Well, I wasn't going to
Thanksgiving's over, Christmas rush is on, and now there's no post.
You already have all your Christmas presents from me, so look at that. Pick up on aisle 3. Ditto, pick up on aisle 3. Oh, he doesn't want to.
Nope.
Isn't that him sitting right
That's
there?
what I'm thinking. Isn't that him right there?
Oh no, it's not. It's his.
No,
boo-boo.
okay.
It's his.
Like me, I'm trying to lean around the
Yeah,
corner
it's
from
his
way over here.
bubby. Well, yeah, but see the white is the cat thing, and then the red is his bubby, and then the white thing that we're seeing is the sun coming through.
Oh, okay.
Diddle, 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 diddle.
Here he
Pick up on aisle
comes.
3, and then pick up on this one. You never. Bye.
I love that the cat just comes running along too.
Well,
Just
yeah,
walking along behind. Yeah.
the cat thinks he's a herding cat.
Yeah.
It's they are such a pair. Sammy comes along. Diddle's face is cracking me up. What was he doing? And then Sammy's like, Diggers, hi y'all. Wait, Digger, what? Oh, that's cold. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Oh, he brought it back to you. How sweet.
No, there's a this one, not that one. Pick it up. Thank you. Go away. So anyway, wait, what, Digger? And then Sammy's like, just the music. Music is double. The music was double, so he's hearing it double. And that I wonder why I couldn't hear it double.
Discorded me because I thought, oh right, I better open it on the tablet. And here's a message going, it is double. I was going batty, closing everything down, and everything was closed, and it was still double.
I'm so sorry. I wonder why that was doubled, because I could only hear it one time. That was weird.
Crazy, and it was just a little too loud. Yeah, it was.
You could have ran over and slid the volume quiet. Tim's like, cats have a natural echo, and yes, hearing double again.
Okay, good.
And then Sammy's like, I tried to message in Discord, but Discord window wanted to fight me. We're all having a hot mess of what the hex. And it's Discord, not Harmony. That's why it's so honorary.
That's true.
Says Tim. See how that worked out?
They tell us in their name that they're not going to, it's not going to work very well all the time. But fuck it, it's what you got.
That's it. Well,
and to be fair, I like Discord more than anything else. When it comes to social media, Discord, I understand
more social in it.
I know how it works. We can talk face to face, or we can talk just voice. We can do all sorts of stuff that you can't do with any of the others, and it's just so easy. But I'm so stupid with tech. I can't figure anything out. So that's why I can't figure out Twitch.
I like to figure things out. I just really do. Ditto here. Come on. So
you eat rice that was used. No, thank God I had gone off the rice kick for a while. I kind of
we did
I go through phases, and I wasn't eating rice at that time.
But we did come in the middle of that story because she left us hanging, saying it took me a while to figure it out because the rice just absorbed it.
Kept absorbing and absorbing.
In my head, I'm like, did you cook it?
No, sorry.
But see,
I didn't realize I'd left you hanging on that bit. No,
boy, howdy, Sammy. I'm glad you
I went off of that, but
just
I no
wondering
longer
because you
keep
somehow
rice.
realized
I don't
it
keep
late.
Potatoes. I don't keep things like that out where the cats can. They're all. I reorganized my whole kitchen so that everything is in cupboards and drawers now.
Well, that's why I do shit like this, right here. See, everything is in here, and then it's sealed.
Yeah,
so it stays good and fresh. But I do everything like that because I'm not taking a risk. So yeah, Sammy, thank you, because I was with she realized it so late, and then thank you for blessing me when I sneezed, and also howdy. Oh, hi, little Snoopy truck. I turned around and the cat is not that you can see because of the chair. He's gonna lay down behind me, I think. Sammy is. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I thought I'd hop in there quick. Digger rook so shiny. Harrow. Yes, I had made another one of my mixes but I put too much of the dumb stuff in it. It's the indica. Indica kind of makes you dumb. The sativa is more of an energizing,
Well, see, and I still went to sleep on the sativa. So,
Well, yeah, but you're not a habitual pot user.
No.
I've been using pot habitually since I was 16. I was good. I started drinking at 12. I didn't start drugs until I was 16.
I would have thought that because I'm not used to it, that it would have definitely like kept me awake, and it didn't.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not like if you get really good sativa, it can kind of be like a speed almost.
Oh, okay, good. No, I didn't.
But I've only gotten that you don't get that very often. I wish I could get it on the regular because that's what I could use in the mornings. It's not like intense, not bad speed, but just like you can wake up and you can get out of bed and you can
you can still function. Gotcha.
You can do shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I was still functioning, and then I'm like, okay, it's bedtime. I'm going to bed. So anyway, Bobby comes along and says, Johnny never knows what anybody's talking about. His default state of being is confused. And
well, he keeps starting at the end of the conversation and reading backwards. It's it's a thing.
It's adorable. Okay, so the cat.
And Sammy's going, I had one migraine in like 4 years. Shut up, Digger. Okay.
But I get them a lot. So I have been really good at not getting a lot of them lately. So yeah, I'm staying away. And the
I'm normal. You are abnormal. Eat my farts.
The cat chose not to sleep behind me, but instead directly under my toes. What gets pretty hot? The lighter? Does it?
The natural gas if he has a lighter.
Oh, for the farts. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. I was focusing on the cat that I was stepping on.
MJ says, how would we know what you're talking about? Half the time I question if you two know what you're talking about. Well,
Last night I lost my own topic. How many times?
And Tammy's laughing because she knows MJ's right.
We don't lie about it. We don't con ourselves. We know.
And Sammy says it's an acquired skill. Eventually they make sense, MJ.
And it does. We come around to it. We do.
Oops. Or you're just going mad. Same thing. There you go. Yeah.
I'm there. I drove myself there.
If it didn't cost $125, Sheni would be happy to rip the top off the trailer.
No, I missed my trailer.
Oh, okay.
No. Knowing that I wasn't going to spend the rip through the trailer, the rip top off the trailer, because when you're driving, it would have opened it all the way like a tin can, and the $125 to camp out there, all because he couldn't keep his word and take 5 minutes to come and cut. That's what he did, by the way. He was a tree guy. Okay. So all he had to do was, when he got his shit together, drive by, stop, come out, cut that limb. He could have cut it the night before, but he said he'd do it in the morning before he left. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
And when I get up, if it's not done, I no go. And now he dead. So when I got the phone call that he was dead, I'm like, what the fuck did you do? And his son is like, oh my God, Sheni, why are you yelling at my dead dad? And I'm like, because he wouldn't be dead if he would have just cut the damn limb. And he's like laughing at me at that point. He's 16 years old, and I have now traumatized the poor boy not to ever die with me around. Okay?
Or at least he shouldn't be the one to give you the news.
Or not give me the news of anybody else. When his mother died, he did not call me.
That was someone else's job.
Yeah, it was like, she'll figure it out. So anyway, it was,
MJ says, I think I'm going mad helps. Or I think the going mad helps. And it definitely does.
It does
really,
for us.
really does. Yeah,
it does.
Yeah.
It's called mad cow disease. Have you not realize that we are the herd?
I think she's slapping herself in the forehead, but
She's
I
got
don't
an
know.
ear.
Is that a set of
I think that's
headphones?
an
Yeah, that's a set of
earpiece.
headphones, and
Yeah.
yeah, okay. See, I can't decipher these things. There we go. Sammy says it's okay, Digger. There's only going to be a quiz on this later. Gerbil wheel squeaking sounds. It doesn't. Oh yeah, you're right there. It doesn't work. I know the secret. So
Wait, it's okay.
that did
Digger.
not work at all.
Wait, what's the secret? Okay, you're gonna have
Oh,
to
and it
send
didn't work.
in side chat.
Interesting. So we're not using the same program, so it doesn't work.
Who's
so neener, neener.
What?
Neener, neener, suck my wiener. Ha ha ha. Okay, hello AP, how you doing?
Now she has a wiener and somebody's sucking on it. I don't
We
know.
used to say as little kids.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello
Your
AP,
neighborhood
how you
was
doing,
much
buddy?
more fun. Hey,
It's been a
AP.
minute.
Here we go.
There you go. You can do it.
And Tammy says to AP, howdy.
And Sammy says, hey AP, and MJ saying hello. Sammy says they show up in chat. And it's random when it decides to get angry. Okay. OG will say some wild shiz and it'll go through, but then he'll say pee pee poo poo and it blocks it. I know that was like MJ yesterday or last night wrote Hall in Oats and it got blocked.
Which
Like
makes
YouTube chat just doesn't know what it's doing. I think it's having it's got a glitch in its system and it doesn't know what, so it randomly chooses things and it just yoinks it.
I am the one viewer in Kick, aren't I?
You might be.
Pee pee poo poo, and it blocks it. Laughing out loud. What
Yeah.
the fook? Okay.
Tammy says, Digger, I'm very slowly figuring it out. What the difference? Oh, the Rumble thing. The Rumble thing. Yeah. Rumble's got its own glitchiness. They most definitely let me talk a lot more. And yeah, I'm kind of at the, like I was saying earlier, I'm kind of in a pissy frame of mood lately. It's just, I'm so tired of tech difficulties and censorship. And you got to remember, I'm also in Canada. So I don't have the Constitution. I don't have stuff like that. Turdo can do whatever he wants. Speaking of, they've pretty much guaranteed that there will not be an early election. So we're stuck with him for even longer. And he keeps deking. Even his own party is trying to remove him as the leader of the party. But he managed to squeak through that. But while he's censoring us, he's also selling us out. And yeah. I'm in a kind of frustrated, pissy attitude of late with the government, and they really don't like me much either.
Pee pee poo poo. Just saying, pee pee.
But Rumble's okay with what I have to say, so that's fine.
And we're not on YouTube right now anyway, so the rest of you are just following us, right? Yes, we are. But since
I'm like, what? No.
Since you went on with that, I thought, what the heck, right? I thought it was a great time to remind everybody when we disappear, we can't. We've got your boarding passes to make sure that you're in the right chat and everything in place, which I just let Hobo. Hey, Hobo.
Hi,
I went over and I saw you over there. Howdy. So anyway, but I just went over to let Hobo know, hey, you got to bounce over to take your boarding pass and come on over.
Hello, Tammy with an I. Hello, Hobo. I'm just scrolling down really quickly to make sure that we say hello.
Because look, we're allowed to be 40 some odd minutes behind.
We're not that far behind.
We're not that far because she was going through until she got on her her YouTube.
My frustrations with stuff.
Which is right when I decided to mess with her and tell her, well, we're no longer on YouTube, but we can be found over here on Rumble. So thank you for making that.
I would not be surprised.
I would love it if we could pin both the boarding passes for each other's thing and over into the main chat and
Yeah.
our Rumble things,
Well,
because that would be good.
Yeah,
you
see,
know?
at least with the reading the Behold a Pale Horse, I'm able to pin the link to the Rumble. So at least for the one where I'm
Right,
specifically
exactly.
reading a anti,
And
well, not anti-government, but
it's
I'm reading a
basically
book about the history of the
it's
American government that they don't want you to know about. And
it's a book that's anti-YouTubey.
I'm not, yeah, that's what it is. It's anti-left, anti-YouTube, anti-free speech.
Exactly.
And it was really cool because I read a chapter all about the aliens. And then the very next day they did the UAP
Right.
thing. So
Which
it
I
timed it
started
really
to
well.
listen to Kaiser on that, and then, well, my brain was focused on the girls, and I'll be back to listen to Kaiser on that thing. Sammy's like, the declaration of meow.
We don't even have that over here.
Tammy's like, I refreshed. And Sammy's
Good,
like,
yeah.
important cat business. And Sammy's like, nah, butter or coconut oil and cinnamon in the coffee. I do all of those.
Wait, what?
They make
How
you lose
is putting butter or coconut oil in the coffee going to make you lose weight?
It helps to coat your innards and not suck in, and it's a good thing.
How much coconut oil does one put? Because I got coconut. I got a lot of coconut
as much
oil.
in. It depends on my mood and the coconut oil. Even though I'm using organic, I
drink a pot of coffee a day. How much would go into a pot?
Teaspoon.
A teaspoon.
The whole pot?
Yeah.
No, or a teaspoon a cup. Okay.
Do I want to put a teaspoon with every cup that I have? Yes,
for you. Yes. I put a tablespoon because I normally in the morning only drink 2 cups. Okay. But on the weekends, I knock it down to a teaspoon a cup because God only knows how many I'm going to drink.
Okay. Yeah. I do a pot of coffee a day.
Yeah.
And then however many water bottles I can.
I recommend starting off with the teaspoon, and then if you feel like you want to,
because I would really hate to go overboard by accident and end up on the shitter for 3 days.
Well, it'll only happen the first time that happens, and then after that, your body will regulate. We're not doctors, but my body goes,
no idea what we're talking about.
She put crap in me, and I'm gonna spit it out at 3 a.m.
Literally talking out our asses at this moment. Talking out our asses about our asses.
We are not inviting our friends over for a colon cleanse, though. So, see, we're way better than a lot of other women our ages.
Yeah.
So, but yes, Sammy, I'm right there with you. Tammy's like, sad face, I can't drink hot cocoa either because of the coconut oil. How are you people allergic to coconut, avocado? Sammy's laughing and Tammy's laughing.
Sorry, I'm going back to Sammy's thing because now I'm thinking, what does cinnamon have to do with weight loss and coffee?
I don't understand it, but that's what they say. It's just what they say. I will never understand it. Sammy's like, Dennyverse. And Tammy's like, gotta clean up for the appointment tomorrow. Wait, gotta get cleaned up for the appointment tomorrow. Well, yeah, it is 3 hours later, but dang. So anyway, Cynthia, there you are.
Don't you have someone coming to you to see you tomorrow, Tammy?
It's somebody in her area. I think she has to go, but somebody in her area.
Okay. I thought they were coming to her.
Yeah, you know that I can't handle letting anything take seed in me. That's it. Just it sideways me. But I quickly saw that she had an appointment with somebody in her area that she had got. Cynthia, I hope you're doing well. And
yes.
And then she's like, I wish people would not friggin' call me when I'm friggin' watching this friggin' YouTube thing. Don't they know it's so rude? I just wanted to act verbally, do that whole act out for you. You notice that I have the ability to become annoyed. Yeah, because I'm good. And Sammy's like, blocked your entire contact list. Block your entire contact list. Wait, I do that on my phone. Oh, he is saying to avoid the people from calling. When you go to watch YouTube, block everybody on your contact list.
I see.
Yeah, that would be, then I'd forget to unblock them. Well, it's, that would be heaven.
Did that. I muted all the different Discord channels I was attached to when the Aussie thing went down, and I privated everything. Kino couldn't find anything or whatever. But I muted all the servers except for yours and Mighty's, because I actually live in those two.
Right.
And at some point, I know I turned them on, but I guess I didn't turn all of them back on. And I realized that a few days ago. And I turned them on, and then
but wasn't it peaceful?
It was very.
And I know, now it's not.
I was talking to someone on Discord. They're like, "Oh, sorry, I messaged you. You're on Do Not Disturb." I said, no. I'm always on Do Not Disturb. Send me the message. I will see it when I see it. But that incessant ding, 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 ding all day long just drove me back.
Well, see, and this stupid phone and the buck, they start going, you know what? We think you need to know that this person you know nothing about just posted something. Do I look like
and I care because why?
Because I'm over here trying to talk with a client and you've got mail. Really? Because I don't give a rat's ass. It's kind of like Alexa asking me, would you like to hear about items that I think you might find important?
No.
Did I fucking ask you to tell me about items? Because I didn't. I opt out of everything. So cunt with a K-U-N-T. I'm going to be over on Rumble in a minute. I want you to understand something. Don't talk to me if I'm not talking to you. Only answer what I ask. Do not think. If I wanted you to think, I would go out, find something with a penis, grab a hold of it, and bring it into my house. Do not think. Okay? I'm
just getting a coffee. Don't mind me as I sidle off screen.
She goes sideways off the screen. It's like, I have nothing to do with this woman's attitude right now. I'm going away. Bless her sweet little heart. So anyway, I'm just saying, So anyway, and then Tammy's like, Cynthia, I hope you let them have it. Well, I'm just hoping she's doing okay. And then Tammy with an eye comes along. I've seen that dog before.
Tammy with an eye. Oh, it's another Tim. Hello, Tim.
I love cats and I love to run, but I can't hug every cat. Can't hug every cat. Now I'm thinking about cats again. See, and that sounds like it's supposed to be lyrics to a song, but cat, I'm totally with you, dude. You're one hot cat. I get it.
It's the picture of the dog from
exactly. And Tammy says, Tammy, howdy. You do realize that Tammy's already been said howdy to. And then Tammy is with the I says to Tammy with the Y, hugs Tammy, Tam, rummy, turn, Tammy with an I. I don't know what these two are doing. And Tammy's bluegill laughing, and Cynthia's like, Tammy with the Y. Excuse me. It depends on who's calling. My phone is on Do Not Disturb, but there are certain people who are bypassed. You have to call immediately 5 different times to break through my bypass from them. Their calls get through no matter what time it is. Yeah, I can be, look, the fire can be the house next door, and my neighbors could be calling me, and if they don't hang up and call back 5 times, they ain't getting through my do not call. And will I knock on will I wake up when they knock on the door? No, I won't wake up, because I'm like, I'll end you, but I won't wake up. I'll still stay asleep. I'm just saying, I know me. Dom is like, I am eating fried catfish right now. Not much chat. So it's okay. Go back and eat your fried catfish and do me a favor. Have some for me, because I miss fried catfish. I seriously do. I seriously need. See, I made plans to make a road trip, was working things out, and then all hell break loose. Do you see how this works? That's why I can't make plans. I made plans for something else and something else happened. And I keep trying to tell people, don't make me make plans. I have got to be that person that wakes up, packs, and leaves. No plans. That's why my trailer was so important to me, because I could just go and attach and be gone. Tammy's like, my internet bride dropped Discord and Instagram. Now I'm so lonely I could die.
Was Tammy singing? Was those
those were lyrics? I think they were lyrics.
I think the first bit's from Cats the musical.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know.
Because the Tammy Tam Rummy Turn Tum Tum Tammy. That I think is Cats the musical, which would make the first bit fit in. But it's been a long, long time since I've seen the musical, so
I don't know. Here,
I never watched the movie because it was what's his face? James Corden was in it. Not of any point.
I'm not smart, so this is what we're going to do just because we can. Can you put that up on thingy?
Oh my goodness.
I'm talking about what I like. So I'm just
no, I don't know this, but I do know Dead Mouse. Is that his name? Is Dead Mouse? I know he's the DJ and he wears that.
I don't know.
Thing.
But
he's a really kick-ass DJ, but yeah. Can we play that? Because he's a really famous.
I have no idea, DJ. But that's why I'm done. I ain't going no more. Well, that was annoying as shit.
He may be really cool and not give a flying fuck that we played it to our 8 people who are watching right now. But in case he's one of those, assholes like Metallica, let's just not and say we did.
Well,
and
this
I need
is
to go
what's
shut
going.
The blinds because I.
There you go. Yeah, I see it right in your
yeah.
head. But this is what happens: is when you're a small channel like this, and they copyright strike you, they go, oh, they ain't getting no money off of it either.
Well, exactly. It's like why even bother? If
exactly.
anything, you might get someone in our 8 people who's never heard your stuff before and wants to go check out more because he's a really good DJ.
And I said I said
better.
no to that option. So I'm just gonna say I said no to that option. That was too much. I didn't like her.
Oh no, her. She had nothing to do with the DJ.
Okay, well I didn't like her.
It was a meme.
I didn't like her shit. So anyway, Tammy's like, I absolutely won't talk about migraines. Okay. And then Dom's like, Tammy, with an I, does that mean you are available for cyber sex now? Do not have cyber sex with Dom. Wait, no. Dom, Tim. Do not have cyber sex with Tammy with an I, because you're going to find out the A is an I, and you're going to be like, oh, that was a mistake. That hoe was that hole that was an A
is in a hole
was really a stick that is an I. And then you're going to come on and start complaining to us about it when we're trying to say, don't do that. Tammy is not as Tammy appears. And Tammy laughs at you and says, Dom, as fate would have it, I wasn't even available for that before. Well, again, the round thing in Tammy with an I means take the I off the back and drop it where the round thing is, but it doesn't go this away. It goes that away. Okay. And then you'll understand. And then Tammy's like, I want to go camping so bad. I don't know if I can physically do that again.
I was just talking to someone today about camping trips and canoeing and kayaking and stuff. I used to do that all the time. I was very, very fit. I loved being in the outdoors, but then I moved up here and all of the outdoor stuff that I love to do, you need a car to get to.
Yeah, what a concept.
Car,
you know, and then it's easier just to stay home, which is why I have to have a trailer again. But COVID made the manufacturer of the frames of the trailers not do good jobs. And so a lot of the trailers and motorhomes and stuff are falling apart. And I don't want to spend the money on one that's going to fall apart or that's already been fallen apart and that has already fell apart and then restored, but is going to fall apart again because they did not fix the alignment of the frame. Do you see where I'm going?
Yeah.
And Hobo Chuli comes along. I addressed this already. He was over in your chat and he said, howdy. And then Tammy's like, with the eye says, my true love has an actual real life boyfriend. That's not even where our trouble lies. And then Hobo took that over here and said, that boarding pass and flew over here and said, hi, kids. I think that's where he said that at because, that's not what I already closed you. Look at.
I closed everything down thinking it was me with the music.
Apparently so did I. So there. And Hobo's like, hi, kids. And Tammy's like, Digger, you were right. It was a hit on the forehead.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But then one headphone thing, it kind of looks like it could be an eye patch. But if that's an eye patch, what's this? And
exactly.
It took me a minute.
They're so tiny, it's hard to see. And Sammy's like, it wasn't supposed to work, Digger, you dingus. This isn't Streamlabs.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what? Kick wasn't supposed to work? I don't know.
No. It has nothing to do with that. We've got a little inside joke that we can do, but only sometimes. And I didn't realize they weren't using StreamYard.
Got it.
So yeah, it doesn't. Our inside joke doesn't work on StreamYard, is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
And I didn't. Yeah.
Gotcha. And Tammy came along, and I knew this was going to happen, and said to Hobo, "Howdy." And so there you go. You got a double whammy. And Sammy is like, Digger had a little wiener when she was a kid. All girls. Well, duh.
Oh,
I didn't know that. And then
I didn't know that either. Are you telling me that little bit that I found in my jewelry box wasn't my belly button?
Why did both of our brains go to that? And yet I didn't even think about the fact that you could reach into your box and pull that right out of it. Oh my God. And then Sammy says, if YouTube blacks something, put it in quotes and talk about it. Laugh my ass off. And then Tammy's like, y'all, it's on PMS. It's a PMS thing. I don't even want to know. I didn't do PMS.
Oh, my being pissy and frustrated and annoyed with government? No, that's not a PMS thing. That's an all the time thing. That's not. No, if my government was good enough that I only had to be pissy and angry with them for like a week out of every month, that would be lovely. But I'm always frustrated.
And I only had one bout of PMS and it was not pretty. So outside of that, it's just the state that I live in. And I ain't talking California, folks. But I live here. And then this is where I was talking to Hobo in case he didn't know about grabbing his boarding pass, which I believe he knew because I don't remember both of those in there. So he did it before I even got there. And Sammy's like, you Canadians are so silly.
We are.
And Tammy's like, Digger, Michigan can send you our current governor with all information about her and all for free. And Sammy's like, no, y'all are way behind. Well,
we're catching up.
We're trying. And
we're
Tammy
only 20 minutes behind.
Like, my cyber whatever is a Michigander. And then Tammy's like, Dom, howdy, my friend. Because we knew he was around. But you know what? When I go to the restaurant to eat, I actually put my phone up so that I can watch, and then I have you guys in my ear. But he's sitting there probably with us in the ear going, would y'all just shut up? And then Sammy's like, haha, Digger thinks butter makes you fat. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Government stooge.
Exactly. It doesn't. But any of the fake shit does. Do not buy fake shit. I'm just saying. Stay away from the I can't believe it's not butter because it ain't. Bye, kitty.
I knew that, pardon me, I knew that like that stuff is better for you, but I've never heard that putting butter or coconut oil in your coffee helps with weight loss. That was the thing that I didn't know about.
The kitty cat moved.
Mm-hmm.
He moved it. So yeah, no, and my bacon diet worked, and I'm gonna be getting back to it, but I have to go get some eggs. Don't buy
Yeah, I
fake
don't eat
eggs
pork.
either.
I miss
Well, yeah,
bacon.
you can't do that, but you can do just regular meats. But
I
without the
can't do
breads and
pork.
the
I
rice
just
and
really miss bacon because nothing. I've had so many different things that are supposed to be like instead of bacon or just like bacon or turkey
they're
bacon.
not.
Nothing is good
Not,
like
yeah,
pork
no. I was thinking about this
bacon.
morning, and I'm like, I'm going to hell. That's it. Bottom line,
Well,
I
in
don't care.
Canada, we have proper bacon too. It's nice. It's thick strips,
Uh-huh.
and it's thick. Oh yeah, like it's not the little streamers.
I have ribs in the oven right now. They're
Mm,
smelling good, and
I'll
and
bet.
and Sammy's like, oddly enough, butter would be what makes Aaron less fat. Don't tell anybody. They really like that bet. And then Sammy's like, and by like that, I mean not so much. And AP's like MCTs in coconut oil helps to burn fat. But if you consume too many carbs, it's pointless.
Yeah.
And carbs are evil. And I got to get back to getting the carbs back out of my system.
Not all carbs are evil, though.
Well, my body is at a point of turning them all into straight sugar. So,
Well, it depends on where you're getting your carbs from. I really have to make a serious effort to edit out the sugar in my life. And
I'm getting back to that effort. And that's only after a month. But I haven't gone to the store to get the eggs. I need to go to Costco probably today after the stream and drive down and get 36 eggs. I have to do the math. I'm sorry. That was lawyer mouthing. But it worked out well. So because I went from 12 to 6 to 18 to 36, I thought I was doing really good. Sammy's like, cinnamon is anti-inflammatory. Most people are just inflamed to hell.
Okay. I take prescription inflammatories every day. So I don't know if putting some cinnamon would be enough.
It probably wouldn't help, but
probably wouldn't make much difference.
It probably wouldn't hurt, but yeah, no, it's not going to be an overabundance of help. Tammy with the Y is shortening it to the way I spelled Tammy when I ended up with the nickname, and says, Tammy, it's not me. And then Tammy with the Y says the orthopedic is new to other orthopedic surgeon, and I see her in the morning and may have to walk. See,
gotcha.
See, I was right. I knew I was following that thing. Tammy with an I says to Tammy with the Y, but it's easier for you to stalk her for me. And then Tammy's like, I mostly just DM on Discord. I also run a script to periodically delete my shit. That's what we call flush. There's a little thing. And it, I know. And then Tammy is like, Sheni, I love it. I don't know what you love, but that's okay. It worked out very well. And then Sammy is like, I remember this girl. Holy crap.
That was with the mouse.
Oh, the one no, the saying. What mouse?
No, the meme with the I was so stuck on the fact that it was the DJ, and you said, "Oh, I don't like that girl."
They can't hug every cat chick.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're both on the same thing. I just didn't know there was a mouse involved.
Well, that was the DJ's name.
Oh, see, I had no idea. Okay, so then you start talking mouse, and I go over and I'm looking back at the thing, going, there was a mouse, there was a cat thingy. I thought I just took a drop of acid myself. Okay. Just gonna say, you leave it to me to pull up an old one there, Sammy, and that was from forever ago. Yep, you can tell. And the original video, this woman talks about how she loves cats and starts crying about how she loves the cats. Okay. Can we say not stable? And Tammy with an I laughs. It was originally some sort of dating vid.
Oh,
And
goodness.
and Sammy's like, hole? And
Futon?
futon? Hole in the back.
Futon?
And Tammy is like hugging to Dom's. And Tammy, that was with an eye that sent Dom a hug. And
Tammy's laughing at Tammy.
it's not gonna happen because I got prepared. I'm just gonna stand here or sit here like this.
Only sometimes with the futon hole. I'm sorry to tell you, Digger, that was your penis. That was my penis. I'm going to have a lot of discussions to have with my mom.
and I've got to notify YouTube that it was false information.
Yeah, there you go. Not
no the
YouTube thing. No, not me. Okay, you meant no. Yeah, I gotcha.
We got it figured out.
Sammy says you were 20 minutes behind when you read that. It'll take 20 minutes to get here, I bet. No, it took 7 minutes. So poo on you.
See, we're doing pretty good. And Tammy
Shrinkage
with the
is a
knife
thing,
says,
says Tammy.
Sammy, shrinkage is a thing. And so when it's cold and with age, because I tested the age thing. We've already discussed it with firstborn, again, Bozo and the blind date. Yes, that's the young man. He comes up a lot, doesn't he? So anyway, yeah, no, age shrinkage is real also.
Sammy says, or when I wrote that, I'm the best Englisher. Yes, you do English so gooders. And he says, she doesn't have that either, Tammy.
With an eye.
And then he's making fun of me because I said we have proper bacon. Well, we do. We do have proper bacon.
They just have a thick cut. That's all. We have a thick slice too.
Yeah.
You just have to opt in for this. Look, the girth is all up to the user. Do you see?
Okay. Canadian bacon is a thing, and it's good. And it's nice and it's thick, and you can still get it crispy. It's nothing when it's crisped up. It's still a nice piece of crispy meat.
She likes her meat crispy.
I miss bacon is what's going on.
This is where we're going with this. She's gonna reminisce about bacon for like days now. We're so bad on her. AP's like butter and coconut oil in coffee only works if you are in ketosis. If you have too many carbs, they will just make you fatter. And yes, I've discovered that also. But then I discovered the good side after I wasn't on any of that, and then did it. And then Sammy's like, I've been just eating sourdough, but I'm pretty sick of the bread again. It makes me angry.
Bread has never made me angry.
Yeah, I like sourdough. Cynthia's like, Digger, check your Discord. You might want to show what I sent you. It's very funny. And then Linda is like, well, she can't have Discord up on her computer at the same time.
I've got it on the tablet.
She has it on a tablet and can't share it. So Linda's like, hello, Digger. See you over on Sheni's. She went over there to say hi, and she's grabbed her boarding pass and she's flying on over. And Tammy with an eye says, Sammy, Joey from Friends. All right, now I'm going to get back to my bucket list. I'm only eating the skin, so the chicken's up for grabs. And that would be me, by the way. And Sammy's like, Canada has Canadian bacon. It's not bacon. And Linda's like, hello, Sheni and chat.
Hi, Linda. How you doing?
Sounds like she landed just perfectly fine.
Yeah, see, and we're only 2 minutes behind, so neener.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. And then Sammy says, it's lies. It's lies, I'll tell you. Lies. And then AP's like, bacon or Canadian bacon? And Dom's like, back. Did you have a good lunch?
Yes, we're talking about bacon. I am reminiscing.
Lunch. For us, it would
have been the good
old
days when I ate bacon.
For us, it would have been probably like a brunch, but I'm thinking for you, it was like a lunch dinner. I don't know. So anyway, yep, Linda, bacon, 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 bacon. And Tammy says, Linda, howdy. I thought I had a dog. And then Dom's like, Linda, hey there. And Linda's like, hello, Tammy. Hello, Dom. And AP's like, Canadian Bacon is a great movie. Was that a movie?
I just recently watched it again. It's a good
movie.
It's a really good movie. It's Rick Moranis and John Candy. Oh gosh, yeah, it's awesome.
This is the second week in a row that Rick was a conversation piece.
Oh, Rick Moranis. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He stopped acting for a specific reason. I can't remember.
But remember last week we were talking about his role in Ghost, and that he was also the dad in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And now then you're talking about him in Canadian Bacon. We will see where Rick shows up next week.
Cynthia, I can send it to Sheni, but I don't know what is okay and not okay. And because it's Elmo, and we've both got strikes. I don't think I want to be doing that. Playing videos, but I'll share it with her so that she can laugh too, because that looks really funny. It's here.
You know that it's questionable when even Digger's like, okay, we got to think about this. Just
title
saying.
is Vinny reacts to Tickle Me Elmo under high voltage, and it looks like yeah.
I'd like to know where the voltage was inserted.
Well, see,
I'm sorry. Sammy's like, yeah, it's just a movie, nothing else. Because whatever the Canadian calls it is nonsense. To which Tammy says, I have bacon in my freezer and fridge. And Sammy's like, proper American bacon?
No, proper Canadian bacon.
And then Sammy's like, from the Carolinas, because that's where it's at. And then Tammy's like, y'all, I've been watching old coverage of monster-sized tornadoes. Well, that'll teach you. Have nightmares much? Because I would. And Sammy's like,
okay.
Rick Moranis quit acting because his
I thought it was something to do with his kids, but that would make sense. If his wife died, then he would want to be with the kids to help.
He'd be taking care of the kids. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Dom's like, quit sharing stuff on YouTube. You have Discord for crying out loud. Do it there.
No doubt.
I wish we could pause YouTube sometimes so that it would just go over to Discord, and then we can unpause.
Yeah.
And leave everybody over in chat going, what the fuck just happened? They just froze. What do you know? Just saying. Linda's like, AP, how's your buddy's son, Elijah, doing? Have you not heard anything? And AP's like, the Applewood smoked uncured bacon is where it's at. Okay, my smoker is outside. I'm trying to... The garage in the office is going to be completed, and then I'm going to have a backyard kitchen station so that my smoker and all of my stoves and ovens and everything from the trailer can be installed back there. See what I'm doing? It's like I'm trying to figure out a way. Tammy's like, yum, I'm cheating on my diet, strawberry and cheese Danish. Let me just share with you, I've been cheating on my diet for a month and a half, and I'm a pound away from the 10-pound mark getting back. And that's my limit. I'm just saying. Dom is like, Canadian bacon is just ham. It's not even made from the same part of the pig. Thank you, Dom. I needed to know that. I thought that, but I wasn't going to say that. I was like, the Canadian bacon is not the bacon that we eat.
It's thicker so that when you fry it up, you've still got something to eat when you're done frying it.
You can get thick bacon, but what you're talking about is truly just ham. That's what we call ham. I'm just saying what you call bacon is what we call ham. AP is like Linda, busy learning radar systems in Connecticut.
Nice.
And Sammy's like, no, it's interesting. I'm not sure what part was interesting.
The argument over bacon.
It was only 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's got to be the bacon.
Okay, there you go. And Linda's like, bacon.
Yeah, I know.
Do you see how I can do that? And then Sammy's, exactly, Dawn. And Linda's like, AP, that's good. The apple smoker, yeah, or the smoker with the apple. You know what I'm trying to say, and I'm sucking at it all of that. And then, well, shiz is shiz, and that's fine with shiz, and that's cool, okay. And so that's okay. That's that they can do it. Just saying. And
okay, interesting.
Tammy is like, my art teacher, Tammy with the nice, is my art teacher in college had an art show at the art center in Chattanooga over in Tennessee. And one painting was a farm scene where 2 pigs in the background were going at it. We named the painting Making Bacon. I knew a pig named Making Bacon. I totally did. I like making bacon.
I'm reading up on Canadian bacon. Apparently, it's not bacon like where you get it, but it's not. It is not the same thing as ham. Ham is a smoked and cured meat, typically from the hind upper leg of a swine, whereas Canadian bacon is made from the loin along the back of the animal, where they get pork chops from. Interesting. I figured
that's why
I thought they were still getting it from the same part of the pig. They were just slicing it big enough.
And that's why we call it just ham. See? So
okay.
That's and I'm glad that Dom piped in, because that's what I remembered.
That's interesting.
But it
well, yeah, no, I learned something new.
And then Dom's like, Canadian bacon is cut from the pork loin, which is located in the center of the pig's back. Didn't you just say this?
Yes, I did.
Normal bacon is from, I don't know, the pork belly, because we've never heard that before. So, yeah. And then Sammy's like, we have to add the qualifier Canadian bacon because it's simply incorrect.
Right.
And
yeah.
Linda's like, I like any kind of bacon as long as it doesn't run out.
There you go.
I have like 8 pounds of bacon in my freezer. Tammy is like, Miss Nina is happy because Auntie brought her kitty grass.
Nice.
Wheatgrass. Okay.
Nice.
And then thanks, Tom. And Sammy's like, it's not thicker. It's not bacon.
It's
but I was trying to be. Look, I was trying not to say, look, your Canadian bacon isn't what we call bacon. I just know.
I did not know that. I literally thought it was from the same part of the pig, just thicker. So
I was trying.
My bad.
I was trying, and then Dom's laughing.
I do like that it's triggering Sammy like that, though.
And then Sammy's like, this is why Canada needs to be invaded and turn them all into Americans. Are you serious? Tammy's like, sorry, the monster tornado coverage is interesting.
Oh, okay.
That's what the interesting thing was. See, we were getting there. But I would be having nightmares, okay, if I was back in an area that had them. If I was there,
I've never lived in an area where that would be it.
Yeah, it wouldn't bother me if I was here watching them. I do like to watch them here. I was putting myself in your shoes back where it happened, going, I don't want to watch this crap. I'm going to wake up with nightmares. So it's. If you knew all the things that went on inside of me simultaneously, that word that's not going to get pronounced correctly, you would understand. There are reasons that shit comes flying out of my mouth, and it does make sense to all the thoughts going around. Sammy's like, they're all sorts of messed up there.
Yes, but you know what? If you invaded us and you tried to take us over, you wouldn't have people like me who just come in and make your day a little bit more entertaining, right? We'd just be more.
Yes, we would. We'd keep you and
American.
We'd send the others back.
We're we're the Canadians. We're the fun cousin that you come to visit so that you can drink when it's
You can
still,
be the
when you're
northern
technically
cousin.
underage in your country. You can
You-
come over and hang out with your favorite cousin and, you know, that sort of thing. You would not be happy if we Canucks just disappeared. We brighten your lives whether you want to admit it or not,
No,
Americans.
we wouldn't want you to disappear. We would keep you. Okay. Then there would be some of those, I don't know, who like stop talking to you during a certain thing, right? That we would put over in the frozen areas. And then we would call that the northern US.
Yeah, let's not be talking about people. I don't know who you're talking about, but someone could misconstrue that and build drama, and I don't want to.
Oh yeah,
I don't.
no.
There's no one that I've ever talked to that has stopped talking to me because of anything that happened to you.
No, not to me. That.
Oh,
The thing
okay.
we
I thought
can't
you were.
talk
I thought you were
about.
talking about.
No,
you
the
went like
thing
that.
we
I
can't
thought you
talk
meant
about.
with our friend that lives in the dome upside down in
No.
Ohio, because it doesn't really exist. I thought you were talking about that. I'm like, oh no, let's not.
No, I'm talking about the people that don't talk to
Yes,
you.
because they're
Right?
much
We would put
more
them
friendly
up
with the
over
CCP
into
than
the
with.
frozen section and call that northern United
I gotcha.
States.
Okay.
But you, we would let
Gotcha.
you stay where you are, and we would keep you. Do you see? We would just sift through, and as
Yeah.
we made you all Americans. Do you see how that is?
Yeah.
But you know, it's better to have you than not have you.
The problem is the people like me are going further and further. We're the ones getting shifted up into the colder reaches
We
because
don't want that. We want you. We want you over in the. Do you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
See, you
Yeah.
should vote my directives.
Well,
Do
it
you
didn't
see?
matter what I voted because it doesn't. They decided to use for the first time in my knowledge, they used the stupid Dominion voting machines in my province's election. And the Conservative Party of BC
Can't cheat without them.
was so close to winning. They decided it was NDP win. Not surprising, but the Conservative BC Party has been non-existent for like 100 years, and out of absolutely nowhere for this election, they damn near took it. That's how bad BC has gotten.
You can't win without them. Just, you know, I mean,
We used to laugh because we require ID to vote in Canada, and the Dominion machines, it's a Canadian company, but we weren't dumb enough to actually use them ourselves. But now I can't be joking about that.
can't win without them.
Dumb.
Can't win without them. Sammy's like, so Canadians just eat pigs wrong. What else is new? And
Wrong or different?
Tammy's like, it's still ham.
No, it's not ham, because ham comes from a different part of the body. I just read it.
Do you see how this works? And Dom's like, apple wood in a smoker is
yes,
good.
It doesn't
I
matter
have a
what you're
bag of
putting
apple
as
wood
meat.
strips.
Apple
Yeah.
wood in a smoker is very, very good.
Almost
yes.
any fruit would actually, and nut trees, especially pecan oak. Those. Okay, you have just named all four of the bags of chips
Stuff
that
that
I
you've
had
got?
for my smoker. But
There you
I
go.
think at the hickory, I think I have to get a new one if I'm going to get a turkey this year. I haven't got a hold of the butcher, so
I
I
have
don't
never
think so.
smoked anything in my life. Well, no, I smoked a lot of
You
stuff.
are
but no,
lying
I
like
have
a
never
dog.
smoked meat. I have never smoked any meat of any kind. I don't know. I've
like
never
how
had
she
a
fixed that.
smoker. I don't know. I know it's basically like a slow cooker sort of deal, but
Oh, I'm sorry, but I think it's better. But I totally like the way that you and I both realized your sentence was totally wrong. And
Yeah.
you're like, wait, you're
Wait a
lying
minute.
like a
No.
dog. And you're like, let me correct
let's
that.
walk that back a little bit here.
It's like, that's such a lie. it's you know, one of those funny haha lies. I love it. AP is like, it is not bacon whatsoever, but it's the loins smoked and uncured. And Linda's like, AP, that'll mess anyone up. Let me know when he tries out for the seals, and I'll add that to my
Did
prayers.
you read his response?
I
'Cause
didn't
catch it.
Okay,
But
yeah,
here
no,
it is. It's starred, but I didn't hear it being read. Oh.
Linda, AP says to Linda, he's thinking of trying out for the SEALs, which will be
hilarious to hear if he makes it through to Hell Week. No sleep for 4 days will mess him up. Yeah.
Okay, but it doesn't he do that here at NAB Coronado? I think that's where they train the SEAL team, is over here in NAB Coronado. So if he's
doing subs right now.
Okay, well, let me just say, well, then he might be at Point Loma already. So here's the thing, AP, if you know somebody who is local here in San Diego and in the military, and they you know, the holidays are coming, have them get in touch with me, and I'll do a holiday meal for them and a couple of friends. As long as I am notified in advance, I'll cook them a home cooked meal. They can just come up, play with the dog, and, you know, be annoyed by my disastrous. It's not that disastrous of a home. But, you know, it never hurts to, I will even let them listen to me scream if they need to feel like the whole home thing is, I will get angry at family members who are not there, and I will give them the whole Thanksgiving experience. Do you see? Because I can do that. I mean, really? You had to drop that on the floor right then so the dog could eat it. I already told you that was going to happen. Why did you do? Just see, I could pull this off. I could totally pull this off. Do you see? So I'm just saying, AP, if there is somebody, let them, you know, you be the contact, and I will be the distant auntie that's near them, and they'll have a place to go feel like they got somebody. Okay? Does that sound? I hope I'm saying what I'm meaning.
Yes, I get it.
Sounds kind of freaky. So anyway.
I'm just loving the discussion we're still having about bacon.
Exactly. Bacon, pork belly, has more layers of fat. Canadian bacon, the loin, is much leaner and, well, not as flavorful. Why isn't it as flavorful? Because there's no fat. Everybody knows leaner. That the fat is the important part.
Well, yeah, and that's why you need a little bit of fat on the steak.
APs like wild boar, which are pigs, do not have enough meat and fat to produce bacon. Bacon is 100% farm-raised product. I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
Thank you very much. I'm not going to go killing any of the wild boar around here. Thank you. Linda's like, Sammy, there is no wrong way to eat a pig as long as it's cooked. And then Sammy says, you can't be nice to these Canadians. You give them an inch and they'll try to turn it into a kilometer or something. Exactly. And then, or they'll call it a Canadian inch. Well, it fell off, so she can call it whatever she wants. And John is like,
I'm hearing the theme song from Hedwig and the Angry Inch. It's a musical, a rock musical, rock opera.
I don't look, a rock opera.
The Angry Inch is exactly what you can imagine it would be.
I feel like I've heard of an Angry Inch before.
Okay.
We're just going to act like I have never said that. And that I have no clue where that's going, but I'm thinking I do, and I don't wanna. And John's like, AP, except for a couple of hams, almost all wild pigs get turned into sausage. I love sausage. Have y'all not seen me eat sausage?
I'm fine without sausage. There's all sorts of beef sausage and stuff.
I love sausage. I can't help it. And then Sammy's like, yes, we would keep you for sale. And then AP's like, we would. We'll just call you North Montanians, as you should be. Yeah, we can extend the states up there. They wouldn't be the same size as Texas. They'd still be smaller, but we could just extend our northern. That's an idea, AP.
Do you people know about Diagolon?
Probably not. Why you ask me loaded questions?
According to my government, they are a terrorist group. What they are, in fact, is a bunch of dudes who work trades, who get together and have drinks and are smartasses. And you know what do boys do, right? What do girls do too? You work a hard trade, and then you come out and you have a few beers and you joke with your buddies. They made up the imaginary country of Diagolon, which starts at the northwest of Canada, and it runs diagonally all the way across the continent.
Oh, look at
And
that.
it is an imaginary third country, well, I guess fourth country.
Well,
on
how
the
wide is
continent.
it? Because Canada is already up there, so it
Well,
can't be imaginary.
that was the joke. They were it's going through Canada and the States, and it just splits them on the diagonal. And this was their new imaginary country, and they were just joking around about it. And the government decided to make them a terrorist organization. They went on a comedy tour because it turned into a podcast because it's silly. It's absolutely silly.
So what about the book Red Dawn that everybody had to read in high school around here? Is that like a no-no?
What? Red Dawn's
Right.
yeah, but that's if Russia came and took over.
Well, but they never really specifically said it was just Russia. But
well,
so
whatever. But
the whole thing
Diagolon is a made up
this why
country.
that's no longer allowed in schools? Because technically it was about cutting the United States into two. They didn't take over the whole US. They only took over some of it so that it would become a whole new country.
Oh, I don't remember that bit.
Yeah, well,
I thought they were doing a full-scale invasion into America.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Okay. Well, either way, Diagolon was supposed to be, like I said,
It's
this
just a joke.
long, skinny country dividing on a diagonal, our two countries, instead of straight
Right.
across.
Just a
And
joke.
they were going to have no wokeness, no political correctness, none of the ridiculousness. Basically, it would be a very libertine sort of a country, and it would just split our two countries on a diagonal.
I don't know. I don't get why everybody's so that should just have been gone along with. It's just a joke. But
Well,
everybody is so, oh my God. Get over
no, my
yourselves.
government needed a terroristic group. Like a civilian. They needed a bad guy in the civilians, right?
Right.
They need to make us civilians, like the truckers, anyone who supported freedom or freedom of speech or anything like that. They're trying to make into a terrorist group. So they snatched onto Diagolon and blew the thing up. They talked about it in the House multiple times. They've had they've had meetings and interviewed them. And in the meantime, these tradesmen who are just getting drunk and funny have now done a tour across both of our countries. They've got a podcast. It's just silliness. But my government, because they blew it up, it never would have been a thing at all. It would have just been a bunch of dudes.
It was a Streisand effect.
But the government
Exactly.
decided, that's it, the Streisand effect. And it's made them careers.
Well, good.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
Awesome.
I'm glad. Okay, so here's the thing. I know that Sammy liked this one, and I don't understand why. Because, well, there was a look on my face. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Okay, so Sammy shared this picture.
Oh,
this is where his computer did a screen grab for him.
yes. I know exactly what's going on in my right now. I'm hearing the double song, and it's literally like drilling into my head, and I can't figure it out because
You're
I
like, I
much of the
can't
dumb stuff. And
do this.
I was a little too stoned to be dealing with that sound in my ears.
That's funny. And then wait for it, because he sent me a second one. So I can't zoom in because it'll get unpixelated.
Mhm.
But it might work out. Wait. I'm sorry. Share this tab instead, because you guys are seeing it smaller. So he zoomed in on Ditto, looking at me like, what the fuck you talking about, Weech? Do you see? The dog and I have an understanding. He is allowed to have thoughts about his human, who is like an uber screwed up thingy. Oh, wait. And then since I'm already sharing stuff, I want to share something. It's not going to be like a whole bunch that I'm going to share of this thing because it's really kind of gross, but you'll know when I get there. Okay. So these are the best meltdowns videos
Hey,
ever.
everybody. I know some of you are upset that
And we know.
Kamala lost. But here's an idea to show support. Ladies, post a picture of your feet with the caption.
Did we see that?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. And that's all I'm going to get?
The disgusting feet pic? Why?
Seriously? Seriously, that was gross.
Yeah. Why did you have to show it to us?
Because I had to see it.
I don't like it when people make that argument. That's not fair.
But that one is extremely what the screwball in heck. He caught me totally off guard with that.
Oh,
And
that's
then
awful.
spinning
And you know what? Women who've worn high heels all their lives, their
and
feet look like
ballerinas.
that.
And ballerinas.
Yeah.
Women in high heels and ballerinas. Yes, exactly. And that's kind of where I'm like, oh my gosh, gosh. I'm just like, that's just not good.
Yeah.
So I just had to like share that because I could. And I had to see it. So there, I already told you I would pay for a one-way ticket for you.
The problem is I love Canada and I love BC, and I am very afraid that I will leave and they won't let me back in. I wasn't allowed to leave my province for a long time. It was at least a year. I could not leave my province.
I question the criminal aspect of this whole statement at this point.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the States because they may not let me back in, and I don't want to be locked out of my home.
Wait a minute. What are we not hearing? It's kind of like the Rice story. There's something more to it, and she's not sharing.
Well, he's offering a one-way ticket, but I want to go back home. So, but the problem is if I leave, I'm not.
And there's the part that I'm questioning is why wouldn't they let you go back home?
I don't know. Suddenly they decided for like 2 years or more that people who just so happened to have gone across the border for a quick run weren't allowed to come home to their Canadian home for 2 years because of the stupid flu.
Because of that thing. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't want to. I don't want to tempt fate. I really love where I'm at, and I don't want to fly out and then have my government decide, yeah, no, we're not going to let you people come back for the next 2 years. What the fuck would I do?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We used to go across the border all the time. We used to go to Seattle and Portland and stuff all the time. It was beautiful once. Yeah.
And then AP comes along and says, Dom, is that your normal cut process? Normally I do 2 hams, 2 butt roasts, the loins, then sausage grind. And Dom's like, well, AP, well, when you take up to 5 wild hogs in one night, you do not get so picky with it. But you do have to watch out for the wild hogs to make sure that they don't have any things. And then Dom's like, I'm pressing X to doubt that Digger's never smoked any. Do you see? We all went there. We all went there. Any meat before it, laughing. And Dom's like, AP, someone took out at least 5 hogs on the highway the other night, betting a big rig ran through a small herd. Aw. Yep. And AP's like, Dom, we can only take 1 feral hog here in Michigan. You know, I don't know how many we're allowed to at a time. I don't, because ever since I gave up my bow, I haven't even thought about it. Sammy's like, Digger, lucky OG isn't watching.
I know.
You know, and Dom's like, might have been 6 because one head was not connected or in the same location as the 5 bodies. That was the primary hit.
One might have gotten stuck and dragged a little further than the rest.
Yeah, that was the primary hit. And then Tammy with the Y says, I'm going to have to take sister's temperature. Okay, go do that, babies. She got me a Danish and a frozen Coke and milk and orange juice and potato. She got nice. you might want to be worried about eating. No. And then that'd be me and my family.
Not what I thought at
Sammy's
all.
like, we got Bragg. Fort Bragg. I can hear them hammering things in with their foreheads from over here. And then Dom is like, AP, might be worth it for you to get out of state license and take a couple of road trips down here each year. You could go back with over 500 pounds of meat each time. Easy. Yeah, the drive and the hunt and then the travel again. Ow. AP's like, he is in Connecticut for 6 months. Okay. He has to get through his sub training before he can try out for any special selections. Well, just keep in mind, okay, if I'm still here, the
I thought
invite
sub training was a special selection.
I would have to get in touch with my friend Jim, who was really high up in the boats. I don't know. I don't know. Tammy's like, AP, I don't know, or you have forgot that you were in Michigan too. I didn't know, or may have forgot that you were in Michigan too. That was a whole bunch of capitals, and that was really now I'm understanding EDB. Dom is like, can we talk about hoghead cheese now? Oh, for God's sake, let's not. And then Barnacle Bob comes along and says, Canada is less spicy than lower regions of North America. Thank you for that, Barnacle Bob. And then Dom is like, maybe look, I'm catching on. See, the old bat is figuring shit out. And Dom's like, maybe Digger will turn green.
I've heard of hoghead cheese. Isn't that like brains or something?
I think so. Yeah. Of
like
something.
gelatinized brains and eat.
Right, of something, but I don't know that it's the pig brain.
This made me laugh. I'm sorry, Sammy. My inch is pissed right the fuck off.
And notice she read that for you. So there you go. AP is like, Dom, I have plans to move to Tennessee, but I have been trying to fix my med issues so I can hunt again. Oh, I hope so. And Dom's like, AP, okay, good luck with that. Sammy says sausage.
Okay. Oh, okay. I was trying immediately to flip it backwards.
I tried that and upside down, and then I'm like, no, it's SOS sausage. That was me thinking, folks. That was me thinking. And AP's like, Tammy, yep, born and raised, but I want to leave. And Timmy's like, Tennessee has a big
we've
foot.
got big feet. We got lots of big feet. Especially up here in BC and Alberta. We got lots of big feet.
There you go. Well, have you not met Digger? She's got a huge
I've got big feet too, actually.
See how I tied that all together and focused on my girl over there? I don't care. I'm sorry. Oh, maybe I should look at Discord. Huh? Nope. He did not. And then
Sammy says, "Oh, it's your version of the Proud Boys. Haha, your government is afraid of a diagonal line. Exactly. They are afraid of a diagonal line drawn on a map, drawn on a napkin.
See how this works?
Now they're terrorists.
Probably by a whole bunch of people who were stoned out of their gourd and totally thought it was like the funniest thing in the world.
Canada also has its own Queen of Canada, although only herself and her followers have crowned her as the Queen of Canada. Media calls her that because it's funny. But if you want to look
wait
her up,
until they're in trouble too.
She took over a school in the middle of a town for a while in Saskatchewan. I don't think it was in Saskatoon, but it was somewhere in Saskatchewan, and they took over the school, and they had people with guns wandering around, watching the perimeter, and the cops weren't sure what to do. And oh man, this woman, she is something else. You'd get a kick out of her, Sammy. She's just
ridiculous,
but she gets away with stuff.
Your country is totally interesting. Dom is like, hey, Tim, lost a leg in the war, eh? Most of them are big feet. And then Sammy's like, Digger's face. Because he liked that. He totally liked that. You did not like the sound, but he totally liked that face. And then Tammy's like, AP, so do I. But my church is here, and so are my adult kiddos. We gotta get you to put the commas in after you speak, whenever you speak. And then Shaganistan.
I like that. Shenganistan. We've got Chinatistan. That's what I call Canada.
We can do a Shaganistan as long as we all got attitude, or we're going to be knocking each other off in there. AP is like, I know of the weirdos on Ontario. Been to Windsor many times. Lost a bunch of money at the casino.
Yeah.
Well, okay. And then Dom is like, if you do not know a diagolon, which I didn't until now, you are way out of the humor loop. Go figure. We are talking about me. That is a meme about 7 years. I didn't know about Facebook.
I didn't think it was 7 years old.
Facebook, on YouTube.
I thought it came up just before the flu that shall not be named. I thought it.
I feel like I
discovered, it could be even older. I just know that the when the emergency powers that they took didn't work out and started to turn around on them, they had to have something. They needed an enemy, and so they glommed onto this diagolon thing, and now they're considered terrorists.
Well, here's what you need to know. 2 years ago, I discovered YouTube. Okay. I did not realize that I had been watching What the Hells on YouTube for 5 previous years. I had a thing, and it would say go, and I would just click and watch. And they were the only people that I watched. I didn't know anything else. And then my friends like, you and Emily D are so much alike. You've got to watch her. And then she made me go onto YouTube, and I'm like, oh, apparently I'm already signed onto a YouTube. I don't know anything about that. And then I went to go over to Emily D, and I watched her, and I subbed to her, and then did my rounds with all the guys and everything, and started subbing to them. And then I was looking at my list of subs, and there was What the Hells, and I went, oh, I've been coming to the platform and never knew it was the YouTube platform. So, hello. Yeah, I'm way out of the humor loop. I am the humor loop. I walk around laughing at myself all day, every day.
That is.
That's it. Exactly. Sammy's like, I just had a Kino moment. Pause the screen. Zoom in on Digger's face. Look at that there.
Oh, no. They're not kind with their zoomed in on faces.
They were kind to me. I mean, I didn't know anything about them.
Yeah,
because again, that was my first experience, and I was like,
I loved that they decided that the PS5 was supposed to be in exchange for sexual favors.
Well, that was the part that I was like, I'm like, I was not really thrilled with, but now I understand it's a humor thing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I because I didn't that my first experience.
At the time I had no idea who the Kino Casino was. I had my
slightest. That was my first experience, and now that I watch it, I'll be laughing, and then I'll go, wait, I feel bad for the person this is happening to, who doesn't know, who was in my boat, because it really pissed me the fook off. You want to climb a ladder, climb a ladder on your own fucking back, ass back. But I mean,
they didn't. They didn't continue on with it because there was nothing there. They cover drama people. They cover people who are drama pigs and are going to cause sensational stuff that they can report on.
That drama pig thought he was going to set somebody off, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So anyway, I never intended to even think about that at all today, but somebody else did. And I'm like, wait, what? So anyway, Kino, I've decided I like them. Okay.
Yeah.
But I know that some of it is not. You take it with a grain of salt, and you go for the humor, and Canadian humor at that. Go figure. Yeah. Tammy's like, AP, I'm originally from Cedar Springs. Now I'm north and can't stand it. And AP is like, Trudeau can't take a joke. Takes a pegging like a pro, but not the jokes. Tammy, I love the northern lower and upper, but with my med issue, I have to move to a warmer climate. He needs to stay in a medium area. It can't be too hot and it can't be too cold. And Sammy is like laughing my fucking ass off. And Sammy is like, oh, vomit, vomit, vomit. And Digger, Dom is like, Digger, who told you any of this was fair? Just because it isn't supposed to be fair doesn't make it fair.
Oh, I don't remember what I was.
Oh, just because it is supposed to be fair does not make it fair. It's nothing. No.
I can't remember what it was that I said wasn't fair.
I don't
but
know,
I remember
but I can
saying
just
it wasn't
tell you,
fair.
you have a right to pursue happiness. That doesn't mean you have the right to be happy. Shut the fuck up and pursue it, bitch.
There you
You
go.
know, see how they do that? So it sounds like that's what Dom is saying with this is, well, just because it's supposed to be fair doesn't mean it's supposed to be fair.
Yeah.
So, you know, shut the fuck up and it's not fair. You know, and then Tammy's like, AP, that's going to be my problem. I can't tolerate cold anymore. And Tim over here, he's back, says Tammy with the Y. I have an island, South Carolina, an island SC condo for sale for $300,000. Is that South Carolina that you have an island off of? I wouldn't have it there because it's going to sink. Or is it South Coast?
Like
I wouldn't
Florida?
have an island there because it's going to sink. I'm just thinking, I'll take my oceanfront property in Arizona any day. Then Dom is like, Digger, you could not leave because you followed orders?
Well, no, because if I tried, other people would force me to follow their orders. If I had a car, like if I rented a car, I could have driven across the border. But I'm not going to pay to rent a car just so I can drive across the border between BC and Alberta and thumb my nose at the government. I like to thumb my nose at the government, but I don't spend money to do it.
Got it. That makes sense too, though. I like that. I totally.
But no,
like
if
that.
I wanted to fly or take a train or a bus, they would have checked, and I wouldn't have had my vax passport, and I would have been not allowed. I wouldn't have a negative test because I didn't do any of the tests. I didn't do any of that, so they wouldn't have let me on.
Got it. See, now it took up root in my head. Yeah. Sammy is like, because Digger does a terrorism because she said she disagrees. And then Linda comes along and says, those feet were hilarious. Since I saw it, I made my son see it too. I'm so sorry, son. He didn't know if he wanted to puke or snap my neck. See, you had to see it. You had to share it. Do you see how that worked, Linda? Yeah. If you had to see it, you had to share it.
Someone else got to see it.
That video goes on for like another 12 minutes, but you notice I got to the part I needed and it stopped. The rest of the shit ain't like that. He just threw that up there really fast, and I was like, and then I'm like, I'm going to share this. And the video was funny to where we could have watched it, but we saw the part I really wanted to share. So Tammy's like, Tim, if I had that kind of money, I'd buy a truck with a camper, and it wouldn't cost $300,000. You'd have fuel for a while too. See how that works out? My brain just kind of. That was a $300,000 comment. I don't know. AP is like, Tammy, yep, the cold makes me shake too much now. Sucks because the fall is my favorite time of the year. And Tammy's like, Tim, I also barely get through the month on what I get. And Tim's like, hugs, Tammy, and Fallen the Great. I don't know where this one
Fallen.
came
How
from.
you doing, my friend?
Yeah, it's a whole new person. Thank you. Fallen the Great says 5 hogs. That's a lot of peckus. And then Tammy's like, Sheni, sorry about the caps. Sometimes, I never noticed that. Excuse me, by the way. I never noticed that it messed with your eyes, but when your eyes are already tired, I now understand what EDB is saying. So thank you for being the experimental lead there. Dom's like, Sheni, hunting does cost money. Have to balance out cost of hunting with cost of store-bought. I know people will spend over $100 a pound for meat and fish. Oh my gosh.
Not these people.
Not here either. Tammy is like, Barnacle, howdy. And then AP is like, no, radar tech is his job. Hey,
Okay.
I was engaged to one of those. He was on a ship though. He wasn't down on a boat. He was on a ship. That's okay. I had a friend from high school that she wanted to be, I might have told this before. She wanted to be a clothing designer. And anyway, she somehow or another, she ended up at a Navy recruiting center. And they asked what she wanted to be. And she was from San Diego, obviously. And she's like, well, I want to be a clothing designer, and so I can go see the world. And he informed her, oh, clothing designer, we've had the same uniform since the 40s. We need you. And as far as seeing the world, well, we're the Navy. Of course you're going to see the world.
Yeah.
She ended up being a diesel mechanic over here in San Diego. I'm just saying. Welcome to the reality of things. Dom says, Digger asked to talk about hog head cheese.
No. I was fine with not talking about it. I just wanted to be sure I knew what it was.
Sammy says, I wear a size 16 means.
Yeah, my brother wears 16 or 18. My numbers, I flip them a lot. So it's either a 16 or an 18 shoe. I wear a size 10 men.
We're just saying,
I've got large feet. If I had been born a boy, I would have been hung like a horse.
That's what she's saying. You heard her. Just saying. Dom is like, Digger, hoghead cheese is when you boil all the meat and the other tissue off the hoghead. Then it is chopped small, ground coarse, and gelatin.
Yeah.
And spice is added, and
that's what I thought.
Is
gelatin
pressed into loaves.
I just thought it was like strictly the brain. I didn't know it was like everything, all the tissue and everything off the head.
And Sammy is saying, I'm not a Bigfoot. Fuck off. And then Tammy's like, I've got big feet too. I thought I did until we started talking about this, and damn, my little itsy bitsy things. I'm amazed I have the balance to stand up. AP is like, Michigan has Bigfoot and Michigan Dogman. And Sammy's like, the Mothman.
I've heard of the Mothman.
Big Fee.
Yeah.
And isn't he in Texas? I thought he was down in Texas, Oklahoma area. I don't know where the Mothman really is. Dom's like, Digger, then to eat, you slice off pieces, dip in vinegar, and put on sandwich, or just eat it off the plate. And Dom says, also, Digger, and yes, brain matter, tongue, ears, and eyes would be included, and is cleaner than the pork butt. Yes. And Tammy says, punctuation is a work in progress. I love you. See how I paused? I knew where the pause was. Thank you. And Sammy's like, I've never heard of
diagolon.
Thank you, because my mouth was not going to say that word. And I'm terminally online. I know weird things, but no.
Well, now you can go and look them up.
No. Diagonal.
I don't even know just how funny they really were. It was just that because the government decided to turn them into a terrorist organization, they got all sorts of press.
They became important people with attitude.
Yeah.
They
were just tradies, just working hard.
And I just want to say today I was watching a little short because I have words that my mouth says, no, don't even try it. You're not going there today. So I was watching a little short of words that Scottish people cannot say.
Okay.
And I'm apparently Scottish. Because they're like everyday words, and I'm trying to say them, and I'm as bad as they are. And I'm like, yep, that's the problem with age. I'm becoming Scottish.
I've seen shorts, Korean American or Korean Canadian kids getting their Korean parents to say English words. It's pretty funny.
Well, see, really it's pitiful because with age, this thing ain't working like it used to. Yeah, guys, I'm saying it straight out loud. And then Sammy is like, Digger, look in your Discord.
I'm
He was
looking
doing
at
that
it.
a second ago.
I'm
And then
very
he's
serious.
laughing his friggin' ass off. Did you not send it to me? You know damn well now I want to look at it too. Anyway, Sammy's like, the PS5 thing was so funny. I tell people that they don't want to know the rest of the story. This is just too funny.
Yeah, I love that. I love that they went there, and it was just so ridiculous. It was great.
Thank
And
you,
yeah,
baby.
that's how I discovered the Kino. It was thanks to Nick, and I really do. I appreciate their humor, but I can't sit through a whole stream. I love their long clips.
Oh, yeah, but see, I put it in 1.5. There's a new one that landed this morning, but you didn't show up in Discord because you were on another call. And so I didn't watch it, so I thought we'd do it later.
Okay.
Or Sammy could tell us, save our time. I don't know. And then, wait, Dom's like, well, Jeremy first mentioned that lovely thing about 2020, but I remember it being on 4chan from long before that. And Sammy's like, Jeremy McKenzie?
Who's Jeremy McKenzie? Is that what the Hales, Jeremy? No?
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't know who Jeremy is.
Yeah, I don't think he's a McKenzie. I could be wrong.
There's a really great song.
Sammy's like, I dropped off 4chan about 2016. It went to hell about that point.
Yeah.
And Dom's like,
I never went there. I can't work Reddit very well, and I will never ever look at Kiwi Farms.
And Dom says the one mini say invented that diagonal shit.
Oh, okay.
And then
yeah.
Dom's like, Sammy, same here, but I remember the diagonal shit by that time. So the whole 2020 thing for the diagonal shit is bullshit.
Well,
And
so
then-
maybe they were remembering the meme or whatever about Diagolon, but like I said, the government needed a bad guy, and they decided to glom onto these dudes and Diagolon, and it made their careers.
It gave him a career, folks. And
Yeah.
Tammy with the Y says, fallen. Howdy. And then Sammy's like, I'm a band fallen.
Don't you dare.
And then Sammy's like, I'm reading about something on the farms that sounds like making hog.
Oh, I don't want to know.
What? Squirrel?
I don't know.
Squirrel?
I really don't want to know.
Why did my phone just make that weird sound? I don't know. I'll
know.
look it up. AP says depends on the horse. And then Sammy is like, except this is way more hilarious. I'm freezing freaking cold. And then Tammy says, Sammy, whoa, I hear an 11 in
There
men's
you go.
shoe.
So you got bigger feet than me. Yeah, I wear a size 10.
I
man.
wasn't sure how to read that because I got the Sammy and I got the Wowie, and I wear an 11 in men's shoe. Okay, whoa. I was a little bit worried in more than one way. We're freaking caught up. I was over here. Look at who just showed
Hi,
up.
Elsie. How you doing?
And Sucker says, I found Morsky through a cog, I think because cog would stream in the middle of the day in the US, and I was looking for stuff to kill me.
Gotcha.
Oh, no, to kill time.
To kill time.
What? Jeez. Did you? And
Yeah, I
then
could hear her. Yeah, she was slowly coming in.
He turned
Or
around
he-
and ran the other way. He's
Yeah.
like, she just yelled at
Now
me.
Daniel's like, well, what's
Well,
what's my
yeah,
cat
because I yelled at the cat, and so he ran to get the dog, and now he's telling the dog about the fact that I yelled at him. Hi, baby. Yes, I yelled at your cat. Okay, it's okay. Sucker
Oh.
comes along and says, I found rackets on Maddie, and I was listening to Maddie for almost a year before I realized Jersh ran the farm.
I only just realized that Maddie was the Kiwi Farms Josh. I also didn't know Maddie existed until after the rackets thing, and then I started getting all the different clip channels and stuff. Maddie isn't actually a clip channel, but it kind of feels like it to me. I don't watch the whole stream. I just watch the clips from them.
I have no idea, but I feel like my
Josh Moon owns Kiwi Farms.
And is he P3?
No.
Okay.
No.
Sorry.
Josh Moon also runs a show called Mad at the Internet on different formats or platforms.
Okay.
And again, because of the fiasco that is rackets, I've found
the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes, yes, it is. Holy crow.
It'll never stop, I'm sure of it, until, like my ex, he's 6 feet under and ringing the bell. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, no, it's you, Tammy, saying howdy to SH.
Oh, I thought you were going to keep going on with that was the family.
Oh no, that
thing.
Was it. That's
okay.
It's all,
so
it's all
Tammy says to S, who is also Sucker, howdy. I wasn't going to let her not get her howdy. And then Sucker says, hey, you Tammy. And wait, to add to the story, we got the cat to come and starfish us up. Sucker's like, and Josh is how I learned about foodie beauty and got into
I learned about
world.
foodie beauty and the Goral worlds through Cinnamon Toast Ken and Dane. That's how I found out about them. I'm still new to all this. Like, there are so many different cat holes. Is dumb, yes.
But really, he didn't show it. It was very nice. He didn't
was tastefully done.
It was very tastefully. Here's my butt if you want some of it, but you're gonna have to pay before you see it. Yeah, I'm just saying. Tammy's like, what a beautiful kitty. He's such a funny looking little broken kitty. And then Dom's like, pucker for the plucker. And then Sammy comes along and says, I knew about Worski back, and he was on coke back when he was on coke. Oh, well, that was a wild ride. Which one is Worski?
Andy Worski's the skinny one on well,
okay,
he's on our right.
He's not P3. Who is P3? No. What is it?
His name is Ashton.
Oh, look at me remembering something. Yeah. That was scary. So P3 is Ashton. Got it. Yeah. P cubed. P cubed is Ashton. And Sammy is like all the Tonka Saw fights and then laughing. I missed
I had no idea who he was. I didn't know he was on that Redmond show. I only know about the Redmond show because he made fun of a British dude that I watch. He lives in Indonesia or something like that. He's a teacher and he's funny as all get out. He's very British, very dry humor. But he ended up getting mentioned on the Redmond thing.
See, and it's scary. I don't want the attention. I never wanted the attentions. If you grew up in the
I didn't know there were so many different worlds in the internet. Like when LawTube got named LawTube, I laughed at it. I was totally with Nick on that one. Like, it's just stupid, LawTube. Like,
but it makes sense. It's the genre, just like music.
Yeah, I guess so. But they weren't. They weren't even. They're all lawyers who talk about other stuff.
Well, and here's the thing is that I feel like the community overly lifts lawyers up to be something special.
No, I think it's just that community.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even watching the girls with Emily, right? That doesn't make her like Mary Teresa. That was Saint Teresa, Mother Teresa. That was a reach, but because any attorney I know, I gotta stop, but they're not. They are, to me, I find them funny, and I don't mind in most cases their sense of humor. And their train of thought, because I understand it. It's like they're coming from the same place that I am, mm-hmm. And so I can find most of them funny, but I also know that you have to be careful because you don't want to be, there's a lot of drug addicts and alcoholics in the attorneys and the judge area, which is just a raised attorney. I'm just saying, as long as they pay their fees, otherwise they are just lawyers and they're no longer attorneys. See how this works? So Sucker comes along and says, Foodie and LAR.
No, Amber Lee Rose. I think it's Amber Lee Rose. Foodie and Amber Lee Rose are one of the least interesting things in the Gora world right now. It's insane right now with reaction channels, doxing and shit. It's messed up. Yeah, see, I like I like to be twice removed from drama that I enjoy. I don't like to be a part of it. And even just being accidentally adjacent to it for a brief moment, yeah, I'm okay. I don't need to do that anymore.
She doesn't like it.
The Gora world is a bit too crazy for me. They're just too much.
And Sucker comes along and says, I was there for Tankashaw. I was there for the whole Florida trip with Failure and Aim. And then Sammy's like, yeah, it's definitely just that, a community. Mm-hmm. And then Sammy's like, many of them are scuzz, bucket balls.
Yeah.
And then laughs. And then Dom is like, lawyers, politicians, law enforcement, most teachers, almost all doctors, all have the same character flaw. Yep. Thinking they are smarter than others and wanting to tell others what to do. Mm-hmm. See, and everybody in part of just humaning things, they want to share the information to make sure that they are connecting with you and sharing the information. Mm-hmm. Then there are those who think, I'm friggin' smarter than you, and I'm just going to educate you. And if I ask for your 2 cents, I'd have given you a nickel and let you deposit it back in my own machine. And so I didn't give you a nickel, so just shut the fuck up and listen to me. And so many of, this is where Nick fell down and went boom, boom, is that he started believing he didn't give anybody the nickel. So you can't speak about my life, even though I was making hundreds off of having you around me. Mm-hmm. And there it is in it, because he was like, I don't want your nickel of information or advice because I'm perfect. I started this shit. I know what I'm doing. And no, sweetheart, you don't know what you're doing. You can't play with that and then go, oh, it didn't work the way I wanted it to work. No, it took you down because you didn't have an understanding that you are human and you can't twinkle your little nose and make it disappear. Ha ha, Betty wish he could, but he would have to admit that he could, that he needed to wiggle before he would wiggle, and he ain't going to wiggle because he ain't there yet. Again, the conversation I had with Nick the other day, he thought he was straight as hell. And I'm like, no, but you do you, boo. I'm going to do me with the information that I have and my history and all this. And you just go ahead and go to bed and convince yourself I'm wrong, because it's not going to happen, but no need to waste.
Sucker says the only reason she pays attention to rackets is because of the steel toe connection. I'm the opposite. The only reason I paid attention to rackets is because he blew himself up, but I had gone off him ages ago. As soon as I discovered Legal Vices and Aussie, I was gone. Nick, I knew Nick was not my thing. He was not my cup of tea early on. But yeah, I had no idea who Steel Toe was. I hadn't the slightest idea until all this went down. But I've been watching Rackets burn now because it's the perfect amount of, I'm twice removed from the drama, so it's someone I kind of know. I have talked to him in chat, like I've had discussion with him in chat, so I kind of know the guy. But I'm so far away from it, it's not going to touch me. So I can sit back and enjoy the burn quite nicely. It's very nice. But yeah, I don't like Nick. And honestly, not a huge fan of the toe. It's also on way stupid early. I'm asleep. It's already done for an hour or more before I'm even awake. So, yeah, yeah, I'm not really a fan of the steel toe either.
Well, and then we have Sammy saying Nick's just a crazed narcissist. Exactly. Going through the nightmare of not having any control over his situation.
Yeah.
A situation that he
caused
held
himself.
shovel and dug, and knowing the situation, he shouldn't have been in it. And yet still convinced himself, but I'm going to keep digging. And now he's like the rat in a hole, that the hole is too big and he can't get out of it without asking for help, so that somebody will push some of the sand in. But he is too big of a narcissist to say, I need help and I really want out. Just keep digging down to China until you fall out the other side of the earth. Dom says, Sammy, mostly, yep. And then Sammy's like,
Yeah.
I was at steel toe just at the right time. Digger and I came into the law tube through Nick at first.
Yeah.
And then again, I was EDB birthed. And then Dom is like, Nick's current social blade is $2,200 per year, about $200 a month.
It's a good thing he's a trust fund child.
Yeah. If his parents are going to keep giving him money, why? I don't know. Why would they? My kid would be.
Maybe
cut
they're
off in a
not
heartbeat.
able to stop those payments. It might be his
a
trust.
grandparent.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well,
So
yeah, it
he's
was his grandparents that made all the money.
And then once he turned 21, there's a no stop clause. See,
Well, and
any
allegedly there's
clause will have a drug clause in it. The moment that there is drugs, all trust funds will be reverted over to a certain hospital, and not picked back up until the party goes 5 years clean. Just saying. It's not my job to pay for your habit and or for you getting clean, and then to worry about you coming back on. I'm just not going to do it. Sammy's like, I was just sent it randomly one day and started watching it because I was bored, and then he appeared in Nick's studio, and I said, hello. And Sucker's like, Nick had a midlife crisis. It happens. Yeah, not to that degree. But unfortunately for him, it coincided with his YouTube success and money. So he could have a bigger disaster than most. I wonder how much of it is being spoiled because...
Well, yeah, he's never learned any life...
yeah, he doesn't have enough direction,
emotional control, regulation, and yeah,
right.
He doesn't know how to deal with crap.
Right, and it's unfortunate because this is why we're each supposed to be disciplined appropriately, and he has none. Dom is like, another problem is most lawyers. Okay, here comes the locale thing again. A word that's not coming out of my mouth, but has come. Yeah, it wasn't going to come, and it's still not going to come in their life, which leads to low T. See, there we are again. And then Sammy's like, I had recently seen Nick looking like shit, and I thought he was sick with some disease and moved on. Then watched Still Toe. Then April started looking all wacky.
And suddenly the pieces start connecting.
See, and I didn't get to see her, but I had seen him, and it was like, dude, you're looking like a drug addict. And his reply on stream to that was, well, I lost some weight and then I got sick. So I lost more and I'm not happy about it. I'm working on gaining weight. So when I was on with the expert, I don't like to talk drama. I really don't like it. So somebody said something and I said, well, this is how, give, because Lord knows I've already gone off on Nick before and several times. And so I'm like, this is what he said. So, I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. And this was approximately a week and a half before his life turned to hell. So dude sat there and lied big time.
I heard a rumor that he was sick too, but I hadn't been watching him for so long.
Yeah.
I have to run really quick, fast.
And then when you get back, I'm going to run too, because I've had to for like half an hour and I'm not used to it. So, okay. We could hit intermission, but I'll wait. And then Sammy comes along, wait a minute, and says, as soon as Aaron said he was talking to Nick and he did the comedy show when Chrissy had to drop out, I only knew about the drinking, and I said it was a bad idea to get involved with him. I actually thought April had a sinus infection. I just took it at face value because we have good hearts. Hadn't seen the show before, but then she really did start getting screwy, and kaboom, all hell broke loose. I made the expert bust the fuck up laughing because I asked him if Eric July saved the country with this comic book yet. No, I don't know. Who is Eric July? And AP is like midlife crisis in his late 30s with is he only in his 30s? Folk. So anyway, with no horrible medical diseases, just his tapered nose full of coke. That thing is friggin' huge, by the way. That's not a midlife crisis. That's poor life choices. Well, it is all life choices. That's not part of the midlife crisis. And Sucker's like, Sammy, I thought April was sick, something to do with her cystic ovaries or an eating disorder. Fuck her for getting snotty when I showed genuine concern. See, this is how that gets addressed. I do hope she gets better and has a good life, but poof, let her go. Just see? And then Dom is like, AP, Nick is 42. I would have put him in close, older. I'm sorry, because he just don't look good.
No, he's younger than me, but he's close enough to me that I was like, you dumbass, how is it that you're starting your drug career at this age? You
right,
should have
exactly.
done it and been done by now. Right, how is it that you wait until after you've birthed your wife has birthed 5 kids,
right?
And then you decide it's a good time to,
because you got responsibility that you can't handle because it's the first time you've got, oh my God, responsibility.
Yeah.
So Sucker's like, I don't hate her or wish her ill. And I get that, but that doesn't mean that you have to be on her, be the one that's holding her up. She's got other people in her life for that. Yeah. And Dom's like, AP is 42 midlife crisis age? No, not really. Well, I don't know. I don't plan on seeing 84, so maybe it is midlife. Sammy's like, Sucker, I hope she makes $1 million. Well, she's going to do it all. I hope she doesn't make $1 million. Dom's like, AP, but if you were just stupid and then get a lot of money, and Sammy's like, Sucker, I despise her. She really is a homewrecker. Well, I think their lifestyle, I shouldn't be speaking about it because I don't know other than the rumor that I've heard. But if the rumors are accurate, the lifestyle did it. But I think it's bull crap to have all this. I think it's horrible, all this shit falling down on a family. Okay.
Well, yeah, but got to blame the people who did it, and then hopefully they'll learn and change for the better.
Yeah, well, they're not doing that yet. Sucker says, I had my midlife crisis in my early 40s, but I had gotten through 3 to 4 years of shit on top of shit, and I was done with friggin' everything. And AP's like, thought he was my age or a year older. I'm 39. And Tammy says, gotta go break out pain spray and take med layers. Okay, you go on. I'm going to ask you to take over.
You will. Yes, it's your turn to go pee.
Yep.
All right. Sammy says at this point, everybody got to get away from Nick, and that's exactly it. And if she is actually living without internet and without furniture in his second home that he's trying to sell, she's got to get the fuck out of there. I thought she had like family that loved her. What is she doing hiding out in his second home? Just hoping for him to come visit? It seems stupid. But then I was there and it took me a lot of years to get to the point where I would clean up. So I do understand that perspective. When you're in it, it's very hard to see your way out of it. So I'll give her that. Hopefully she gets clean and figures her stuff out and goes back home. Lets her parents help her. Anyways, John says, SH, I'm still having my midlife crisis. Crap, that means I'll have to live to 120. Fuck. And SH is saying, Dom, you got goals, eh? And Sammy says, well, maybe I did have a point about with the Dennis method. What is the Dennis method? Are you talking about Always Sunny, Dennis? That one went over my head. Sorry, bud. AB says, I've never had an issue with drugs, so I can't say what someone is going through. But with 5 kids, they're the most important part of your life. Yeah, and doing right by them. Exactly. That's why I couldn't understand, like, I can see that I was there, so I understand how you get there and how hard it is to get out. But the fact that he waited until after he had 5 kids who were relying on him, and then he decided now's the time to start trying drugs, that's just stupidity. Like, at his age, he should have known better. He totally should have known better. So, but everyone makes their own choices, and then you live with them. Sammy says, yeah, so it was Always Sunny Dennis method. SH says, I have the video in my queue, but I'm so behind on watching stuff. Which video? Oh. I don't know which video you're talking about. That's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I can wish for the best for them all, but yeah, if she's still living in that side house, that's awful. She needs to get out of there. But are you here or are you muted?
I'm reading.
Oh, you're there. Okay. I thought maybe you were muted.
Yeah, but I think my problem is I'm like trying to figure out what you guys just went through, but I was reading in the wrong places, so I don't
Gotcha.
know. Oh, no,
Okay, here we go. The Dennis. Okay. Oh,
120. Oh, yeah.
There
See,
we go.
Dom, this is why it's like, wait a minute. Yeah, 42 is a good time for a midlife crisis because I don't want to live to 84. So, yeah, 42 is okay. Yeah, don't be telling me I'm ready for a midlife crisis now because I'm not living to 130 some odd years. No, thank you. Okay, wait. Lawyer mouth. 124. I'm not living to 124. I am no longer at midlife crisis. I'm sorry. I just had to go back up the thing.
No worries. So Sammy was talking about the Dennis method. It's to demonstrate value, engage physically, nurturing dependence, neglect emotionally, inspire hope, and then separate entirely. And that's exactly it. You isolate a person and keep them wholly dependent on you. And the theory that Nick missed her appearing on her behalf for her speeding tickets so that she wouldn't have a license and she'd rely on him more, that's a scary theory. But that is how that's how he seems to be working. And I really hope that's not the case. I hope she's not really stuck in there like that.
Men with small PP want to control female, and some fifis, we don't play the game. I'm just saying, because we strong, we don't need you.
So yeah, the Dennis method is, I love, have you ever seen that? Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yes, I've watched a few
Danny
episodes.
DeVito's in it.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. I don't have TV anymore, so I've not seen a lot of things, but
I enjoyed the movie part of it, and then they made a series of it. So I never.
I didn't know it was a movie. I watched. I know Horrible Bosses was vaguely inspired by it, but
then
I only ever knew it as a TV show.
Okay, maybe then I watched the TV show for a long time because I was totally involved in it. But I thought I was totally involved because it was a short, quick movie. Again, it's in my memory. I just remember like the poor little girl. She wasn't really talented. But they were all giving it her all, and the
Oh,
And
no. You're thinking of the wrong something.
Okay.
Eternal Sun. No, not Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It
The
was the little
van-
girl. She was she wanted to be a pageant girl. No. We're talking about something completely different.
Okay, then no,
Yeah.
then that one's not the one I saw. But Danny
Okay.
DeVito was in that one, and I thought it's Little Miss
Right,
Sunshine.
he was in that one too. Yeah,
It was Little Miss Sunshine. Okay, that.
Yeah.
Do you know how long I've been confused on that until just right now? I needed somebody because I've never said it out loud. I
Yeah.
needed somebody to smack me upside the head and straighten me up, and there it is. Thank you very much. So apparently, no, I never watched that show.
Don says people talk about making $1 million. I've already made more than $1 million and spent it all raising 5 kids and their 2
Exactly.
mothers. There you go.
Exactly.
And SH says it's one thing to get a hotel room for the weekend and party when the kids are with the grandparents, but then you put it away. It can't be the lifestyle. Exactly. And Sammy's saying to make $1 million is a backhanded swipe at people Nick makes. Yes. Yeah. I know. He says that it's really smarmy, and he says, I hope they make $1 million, but he really doesn't. You know he doesn't. It's just
he wants to shut them all up. He's trying so hard to find ways to shut them all up.
Yeah.
A piece of shit. I'll be
lucky to make 50 if
50.
this med issue doesn't gets worse.
Oh, 50 years old, not money. Got it.
Yeah.
And then, see, I don't like that. And then Zucker's like, I didn't know that she lost her license over that.
I didn't either.
And then
At first.
Don is like, I did not know she had a license to start with.
Yeah.
And Sammy's like, it's not confirmed that she lost the license, but we
Oh,
know
okay.
he no-showed the case.
Yeah.
What an asshat. Well, because
I think
he was already on drugs. So so she probably had to get a different attorney to go and deal with that. Sammy's like, and the consequence would be her license being taken until she did show and they released it.
Yeah. It's plausible, but there's not 100% fact. There's no receipts proving it yet. Now you're muted.
I've had failure to appears before, and I'm quite sure that is a huge surprise to a bunch of you. And my driver's license stayed good, so I could drive. So then they could pull me over and check my license and then arrest my ass. I'm just saying that's the procedure, because it was not. I didn't have a suspended license, but the court can request the DMV suspend your license for not showing up at court. And it does take, at least in California, it does take a while, and that suspension will then appear. But it takes a while. It doesn't happen like overnight, that kind of thing. There's a whole process to go through. So, and one of those is a letter that is sent out approximately at the 90-day point, and then they give you another 60 on that. So what's that, like 5 months down the road? Mm-hmm. So... And do they give you 30 days to try and come back to court? They might do that because they don't want to go through all that. So let's just say it takes 6 months before your license is suspended for a failure to appear. Yeah, he could have fooked her big time. Yeah. And I don't mean with the pee-pee that he ain't got, Sammy says, but I gotta wonder, how did she get to the woods to be lost in them on Instagram?
I assumed that if you looked at the bird's eye view of the house that's for sale, it's nothing but forest in behind and surrounding the house, and then you get to a lake. It's either a lake or a very big river. But there's a body of water on the other side of the forest. So I assume she was just stuck in the green belt, got lost in the green belt there somewhere. Well, it's more than a green belt.
Wait a minute. Are we talking about this Steel Toes ex girl?
Yes.
Got lost in the woods?
Yeah. Allegedly, she said, she posted on Instagram that she got lost in the woods. She's not sure if she wanted to find her way back out.
So she was in a little 10 by 10 area and kept going in circles, and she was probably
No,
lost
no,
in
it's
the
not. It's a very
No,
large
I get that.
forest.
But what I'm saying is if they found her or she found her way out, she was all wigged out of her mind, probably on shrooms and doing little circles in a little 10 by 10 area. Because I like to think that people have better common sense. Dom, fix me on this. Than going out into the woods and getting lost when they know that there's woods back there. I'm just saying. So I'd rather her be lost on shrooms, walking around in a room an area this big and going, oh my God, I'm lost in the wood. When in reality, everybody's taking notes, watching her going, she fucking thinks she's lost in the woods. She's trying to figure out how to forage for food. Oh, geez. That's, I'd rather that. I don't know anything. I'm just going for the good time. And Dom's like, well, if your lawyer of record does not show up and you do not show up, yeah, kiss the license, bye-bye. Right, but it takes a process, at least in California. And I can tell you, I showed up for my court case and my attorney did not. And yeah, that didn't work for me. So we had to reschedule a whole thing. They didn't suspend my license. We had to reschedule a whole thing, and it was 60 days down the road. And was I pissed? The judge could have talked to me, but didn't. Sammy's like, also, I thought she had no interwebs. Why no come math add up?
Well, I kind of assumed when she was talking
meth?
about doing nothing but watching TV, because she didn't have internet. I assumed she was downloading TV episodes on her phone when she was in an area with internet, so that she would have something to watch when she got home. That was my assumption.
Your phone can only hold so many, I would think, but I don't understand this whole downloading to the phone thing. And have I hit download while I'm on my phone? Yeah. Is it possible that I've got a whole lot of shit downloaded onto my phone to watch when I'm in a plane? Yeah. Why would I do that? I don't know, because I am that person you don't want to sit next to on a plane.
Well, I just assumed, I assumed she just downloaded a bunch of stuff so that she could watch it when she was out of internet.
Yeah,
Stuck at the house.
I don't know, because I don't know. I can't help you. And then Dom is over here saying, I just realized I put 5 kids and not 6. Thank you. Now I am wondering which one I have disowned. It'd be nice to know, wouldn't it? And Sammy's like, I like the idea that April just wanders around, but it's in a little area and she's just wandering and it's like the desert. She's getting exhausted, but really it's in a 10 by 10 area and she's just mind fooded herself. And Sammy's like, dressed like a stripper. Exactly. You see how this is working? So that the note takers can really do it. And Dom's like, April is a low IQ Democrat
Probably.
voter. Yeah. And then Sammy's like, probably to seduce Bigfoot. Yeah, but she's only in a 10 by 10
but Mrs.
area.
Bigfoot could take her out.
Only the hogs are going to come and get done. Do you see? I mean,
Mrs. Bigfoot's going to be a lot bigger, a tougher opponent than Kayla is.
The wild hogs and boars are going to come get her. Oh my. And Sammy's like, how do you download TV episodes to a phone without internet?
Well, no, obviously you're in a place with internet.
Starbucks for the day and gets to download her TV for the night.
Or she can go over to the house, his house, for certain times and click onto the internet and download some stuff before she goes back.
I understood she was living with him.
No, from what I understand, she's living in the house they're trying to sell. It's next door to the house they live in.
Okay, but then why is she always seen in his media room?
Because she has no internet. She has no internet at the house, so she has to go to his house.
If the house is close enough,
not that
I need
close.
The address. I need the address.
Have you not seen the pictures?
No. Michigan. Yeah. Dom says, whoops, sorry, Dom. Dom says, Michigan, I think, is almost instantaneous. Now, that word I have no problem because there's no L's in it. Do you notice that the common denominator is when there's an L or an IAN? Forget it. Those aren't happening. Michigan, I think, is almost instantaneous, similar to not showing license when asked by an officer. Instant license suspension. Well, they can arrest you and suspend your license at that moment, that because it's part of what the terms you signed up for. Yeah. And that is true there. That much I know.
Okay.
Sammy's like, what do people think internet is? It's been around for like decades now. And Sammy's like, that's too much effort for a cokehead to do something not related to coke. He's not lying.
Hold on just a sec here.
He's not, are you DMing it to me or private chatting it?
No. Here we go.
I don't want to dox anybody. I don't want to be the one that doxes people. I don't want to be the one to.
This is literally on internet. But this is an aerial view. So the one house that's for sale is the one in the center.
Can you enlarge it, please?
Oh, wrong way. There. So that's the house for sale. And the house that they live in is over here, I believe.
Yeah, unless you put a booster somewhere, that's just way too far. And a booster is going to need power.
Exactly.
So that's not going to happen.
And if you look at the further back, see that you've just got forest here. And then you've got a lake or river.
Yeah, but see, like I see other driveways and I see other houses.
Wandering in here for
hours.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. It's not a huge she gets lost place because there are houses all amongst this area. It looks like there's even a boathouse out there. So yeah, no, that's basically my little 10-foot room and her walking around it saying, which way do I go? Which way do I go? Which way do I go? So, and now the whole stripper outfit really even works even more because she's just stone gourded out of her brain and, shrooms may be involved. Yeah. She's running around in the backyard. Exactly. I mean, I'm in a forest here and yeah, same thing. I got to sneeze. And
Dom is asking Sammy, what is internet? Achoo. And Sammy says, oops, yeah, I had both Aaron's place and Nick's place on Google Maps. Yeah, they're really not secret. Not at all secret. Pesky legal documents and their addresses. Yes. AP says it depends on what the offense is. Minnesota, it depends on what the offense is. But yes, you'll lose your license immediately here for a litany of reasons. And Dom says, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So it would make sense if the woman nor her lawyer shows up that they would then, take away her driver's license. That's the only real thing that they've got to hold over her, right? You're still muted. You know that, right? No. Okay. Well, now you do.
Yeah. Y'all got your thing. That's fine. I know what I know. Y'all know what you know. And we're good. But I'm going to tell you, it doesn't happen instantaneous, but a bench warrant can. But that's just where I'm going with that. So y'all do you.
And then Dom says, bang the gavel down. That reminds me of a sailor song.
It sounds fun.
Yeah, I can't.
What, bang the gavel down?
Yeah.
Why are you like?
I'm trying to remember. I can hear the tune a bit, but it's so far back in the memory banks. But yeah, I lucked out pretty good. I don't have to watch Steel Toe because it's too early. I stopped watching Nick long before he got stupid. And I enjoy the Game Over podcast. It's a lot of fun, and it's like adjacent to, but not really. And it's nice because Johnny's show is exactly the same time as I would normally have been listening to one of the lawyers covering a case, but they all got so silly. I just, not the drama that happened in the chats. There was so much drama that I left that whole area of the internet completely, just walked away from it. And very, very happy that Sammy told me about Johnny's show because it's right at the perfect time of day so I can do my chores and do whatever I need to get done, but there's still something entertaining to listen to.
See,
And
and
the
I'm
people
glad,
in the chat are a freaking blast.
I'm glad that
Guys.
he told me about it, because it's a good cadence for me to work to. I can listen to it. He makes me think about other things while I'm working that doesn't squirrel my brain, but keeps my brain focused. And there are times where I'm like, oh, screw this. I have to go write something in chat.
See, I really enjoy, I enjoy the conversations in chat, and then I really enjoy being able to let loose and just be ridiculous in the Rumble chat.
Right.
I really,
Again,
really enjoy that. The one-upsmanship in that chat is just phenomenal. Someone will throw an idea down and we pick it up and we run with it. And it's just so much fun.
See,
I have a blast.
and that's what I'm saying. The difference is that I'm not able to sit there and read chat. I've got my own chat shits that are going on.
I have found from time to time where I'm so involved in the chat that I don't actually get my day-to-day stuff done.
See,
that
and
has
I
happened.
can't. I got a business to run, honey.
Like I cannot work out during his show. I tried, but I can't, because I want to comment either to what he's saying or to what someone's saying in one of the chats. I can't work out. It's because you can't type while you're walking, and it's a hassle. I can't walk and chew bubble gum.
This is the advantage with me being able to talk to myself out loud, because God knows I'm really good at that shit, right? And so I can reply to him, but then there are times where it's like, no, I want somebody else to know this is my thought. Okay, so this is what I'm doing, because it's a thing with me. This is why I asked for the address. So you have to understand, California's
Dom, I think you're right too.
We get a lot of fires, okay? And in the process of getting a lot of fires, they started in 2003 with one particular fire called the Cedar Fire for a guy who I think is like the male version of April in the woods, okay? And again, my brain triggers a whole lot of other things that I don't get to put into words, but there's like reasons that I think things. So this idiot started a fire in poor weather conditions, and then the fire got out of control, and I lost 3 family members, but there were, I think, 4 other lives that were taken as San Diego burned down. Okay, because that's what was happening. San Diego is burning down. So what I just did was pulled up the location. Okay. So because I am a biatch, and I'm like, wait a minute, I see a house over here, I see a house over here, and I swear to God, on your picture, I saw like a boathouse or a boat over here. Okay. So anyhow, here is my thing. She was not lost in the woods, because no matter where she would have walked in a short period of time, she would have run into a roadway. Do you see where I'm at?
Yeah.
She was stoned out of her freaking gourd. And so 2 trees, look at that, looks like a face over there.
That's kind of
what April fell down and went ow, but she was stoned out of her friggin' gourd, and 2 trees felt like a forest to her. Do you see where I'm at? She's such a friggin',
I don't know, that's a decent amount of trees to get lost in when you're high as a kite. Just in general.
She was high as a kite. But I'm just saying, she's not going to own up to that part of it. Do you see? But I sure do like that face that's in there. That's cool. I'm just saying.
AP says, never heard of a failure to appear causing a suspended license. That's secondary to the original offense, which is normally the main reason to lose the license. Refusing a breathalyzer is an immediate driver's license suspension, for example.
Exactly.
And then Sammy says the state apparently stopped testing them a week or 2 ago. Yeah, I heard about that.
Which is why they're back on the shit.
Which is why all of a sudden all this stuff is being
They're back
Twittered
on the shit. Exactly. And Nick is getting on lines, gourded out of his brain. And, and yet again, how did I end up having to have a conversation with him after I'm the first one that called him out for his grapiness. And then, you know, it comes down to this. I'm just saying, I'm a gift that keeps on giving, and Nick keeps giving me a reason to give it. Just saying, I'm special. I'm so special. I can stop sharing that now, which coincides with the tweets being insane. Yeah. So there is all of that. You know, again, yeah, we all bring our own experiences to things, and I'm cool with it. I bring my experiences. I know my experiences. Don't be changing my experiences. Mm-hmm. Just saying. Just saying.
Dom's asking AP past record. We really don't know the entire story. I do know that a judge could get pissed off enough. That's for sure. If an attorney of record does not show up and the defendant also does not show up, a judge could lose their shit. And they are in a small county. Like it's not like they're in, you know, New York or something where there's an awful lot of shit going down in an awful lot of big cities. It's a small county, you know. If a particular judge wanted to get a hard on someone about someone, I'm sure they could. They could make that person's life very difficult if they so chose. And I wouldn't blame them. AB says, if you don't know your cardinal directions, you can get lost in an acre plot. Some people can get lost in a closed barn. Exactly.
Again, with trees in this room right here, there are people who will just keep walking in circles and not even realize that they're walking in circles and be lost. So, you know, mm-hmm. I do totally get that. But, you know, at the same time, I'll bet you she wasn't even lost for 10 minutes. That they discovered she wasn't riding somebody's willy, and so therefore it doesn't make me right. It just makes me the way that I process my own thoughts.
Dom says, yeah, and if the lawyer of record had already been slinging shit at another local lawyer and another local judge, yeah, the judge could lose their shit in that case. AB says, Dom, it could be. I can only speak to Minnesota and some of its retarded laws. Pardon me. And that's the thing, too, is every state's got slightly different laws. And, you know, there's just enough I don't know about that whole story to keep everyone glued to the screen. So, but at the end of the day, I'm fine because I don't actually have to listen to any of it. No, I'm not a part of any of it. I can just listen to it from afar and laugh, enjoy the ridiculousness of it all. And Dom's making fun of me. We have heard 3 different states in reference to MI. So what is it? Is it Michigan? MI?
Yeah, MI is Michigan. So, some of us deal with the legalities in the state.
Did I say Minnesota?
I am. You may have. I'm no longer. I think he's talking about the various states and the. Anyway, I'll just sit here and be quiet now. Okay. Oh no! See, yeah, Michigan is MI, MN is Minnesota, and MO is Missouri.
Okay, why wouldn't it be MIS?
Because they knocked everything down to 2 letters.
Okay.
Michigan used to be MICH, Minnesota used to be MINN, and Missouri used to be, what was Missouri? MOURI, right? MORI, I think, because it couldn't be MISS because that was Mississippi. Do you see how that works out?
Oh, okay. I see.
Because probably those 2 states started fluking everybody out. I used to write Missouri on a letter every week, and I can't remember what that one was. But so anyway, the whole thing is they knocked it down to 2 letters only. MI is Michigan, not Minnesota. MN is Minnesota, and MO is the mighty Mo for the Show Me state.
I thought Michigan was MI, but I could very easily have said Minnesota. I don't know where your states all line up. I have no idea about the geography of the states.
Yeah. Well, again, Minnesota is just to the west of, because you have to remember you have maps or maps. Okay. So you have Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania. Okay. That's going to the east. Okay. And because Minnesota is one of the upper states and it touches Michigan. Well, it's not in maps. Do you see? So it must be.
Is that the upper or whatever that Mighty talks about? The people in the ups?
No, they're in the hand. There is part that comes in, and in fact, Canada is below a little. Canada is the most is the first foreign country, the most northern foreign country to the south of America.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Well, yeah, I don't think I've worded it like that, but that makes sense.
Yeah, no. Canada is the most northern foreign country that is to the south of America. It just is. And I forget where they come in. I don't remember where they come in. I feel like an idiot right now.
Dom is making fun of me and my Canadian brain freeze.
That's okay. I'm having one too. We're all allowed.
And then SH is saying MS is Mississippi. AP is saying MA is Massachusetts. And Dom's got ME is Maine. But Texas is best. AP says no, it doesn't. I don't know what no, it doesn't was too.
I don't know, but
I don't know.
it may be, I may be wrong about Canada coming in to Michigan, but I'm at the same time, I feel like I'm still right about that. I'm right. I'm still right about that. So let me just get out of where the fook I am.
I think Colorado,
CO?
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't want to sound really stupid, so I'm going to look it up before I say anything.
I'll help you if you do, because I'm special like that. Okay. So here we go, right here. Okay. So we have the whole map going one way, and then we have Michigan and then Minnesota going to the west. Okay. So Wisconsin and then Minnesota going to the west. But if you look over here at Toronto, okay, you will see that Toronto comes in to, or a little bit of the Toronto is to the south. It's the very western peak that comes in below Michigan, right here.
Okay.
Right there by Detroit. So seriously, Detroit, if you cut it into two sanctions, the southern sanction is Canada.
BC, Canada's westernmost province, shares 2 international borders with the United States. I know the Peace Arch Park, but that takes us into Washington, and they won't tell me what the other one is in BC.
Well, I'm just saying, Windsor and Detroit kiss.
Yeah.
There is a little bridge that goes there. But Belle Island belongs to Michigan.
Small portions of Montana and Idaho. That's what it was. So it wasn't Colorado. That's what I wanted. That's what I was trying to think. I thought BC somehow connected to Colorado, but my geography was off.
Oh, yeah. No, because Colorado's down in the center. There you go. Yeah.
As well as Washington.
See, if you'd have said that, I would have said, oh, no. Colorado is in this is a landlock from one state to another. So anyway, suckers, like, I always forget where Colorado is. It's way more south than I always think it is. And I could be totally wrong in the way that I always remember where it is, but I put it in the Four Corners region. So I would have to go over and take a look to see if indeed Colorado is part of the Four Corners at all, because, I'm not smart, that would imply that I would be smart, and I'm not smart. Yep, it's one of the four corners. Just so that I can show you what I mean by the four corners. Okay. You'll be like, oh, because I have stood in 4 different states at one time. Okay. I'm just saying right here. Okay. So here's California. Okay. Yep. Here's Arizona. Utah is just to the north. I've been in these 2 states at the same time. Then you go over and there's Colorado, and then you come down and there's New Mexico. But if you really take a close little look, all 4 of those touch right there.
Yeah.
And my property is still on the map. Look at that. So anyway, yep, there's the 4 corners, and you can stand directly. It looks like there's a freeway there now. Yeah, you can pull off on the freeway right there. 4 Corners Monument. Look at, they made it all pretty now. Look. It's all pretty. It used to not be all pretty. And Mama was going to give me back to the Indians standing right here. And the Indian had no legs and only 1 arm. I was not happy with that. I'm just, have you met my mother?
No, thankfully.
Just saying, you lucky dog. I'm just saying. So anyway, there's where Colorado is. It's a western state. Dom's laughing. AP says it touches Wisconsin. And AP's like, Canada is south, east, and north of my state. See? He knows. Dom is like, Colorado is just north of Texas. Well, it's northwest. And then AP is like, Minnesota touches Wisconsin, not Michigan. Wait, I thought it was up in the corner. It touched up in that could have just been Canada. I don't know. And Sucker's like, AP, you in New York? No, I think he's in Michigan.
Yeah,
that's why it touches that. He gets the east, the north. Oh, wait a minute, the east. It might. Yeah, that might be where I thought the Minnesota was. So he's in Minnesota. Look at that. You have to read further, and I don't do that. Sucker's like, oh, or Michigan. Wait, am I Michigan? I'm now doing it. I'm now saying MN instead of MI. So no, he's in Michigan. I don't know. I'm messed up with the East. And then AP is like, I'm 30 minutes north of Windsor. Thank you. He's in Michigan. I'm definitely finally got it right.
Ontario is allegedly, or I guess from our perspective, way out here in the West, Ontario is kind of like the boundary between good Canada and French Canada.
You notice that they have that separation, good and French.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do that to the French. Sucker's like, in New York, there's a building, still maybe, we don't know, a house that is in the U.S., but if you walk out the back door and down 2 steps, you're in Canada. See, that was the problem with me and going to high school, is my backyard was in one school district and my address and front yard was in another. So, instead of going to a close school, I was shipped way the frig off because I had a brother who was a wuss. And Dom's like, where that have 4 corners marked on the ground is actually about 300 feet. No shit. Well,
they can't even do it.
But they went all the way. They made that. What the fuck are they doing to me? And then Sucker's like, damn, Dom, that's a dirty trick. It sure is.
Par for the
and
course.
Linda's like, that's okay. Oklahoma is okay.
Okay.
And some people don't like Oklahoma. We know of a couple on the girls. And then Sucker's like, Linda, that is a song. Even I felt like I'd heard that in some band banging in the background. They're drums. And then AP is like, from our perspective here in Michigan as well, laughing. And Linda's like, SH from one of my favorite musicals.
Oklahoma.
where the sun don't shine. I'm just saying, I threw that part in. I don't know. But yes, it was that was the thing. So we're here on 3 minutes and 23. Wait, no.
3 hours and 23 minutes.
Look,
I think it's
if
time
I
to
don't
call it,
say
yeah.
if I don't say things backwards and haven't proven to you all the innocence of my project, there's nothing I can do for you, okay? Because it happens naturally. I'm not even stoned. I haven't even taken any drops. I did, however, drink 2 of these apparently, and 3 cups of coffee before I sat down here, and I hadn't gone pee. And oh my God, I thought, am I ever going to finish? I don't think it's taken me that long to pee in ever. So thank you for understanding. I occasionally do that also. See,
Well, once I break the seal, I'm hooped.
it's
I don't know
proof
why,
that-
but coffee is the same as beer for me.
it is
I'm
proof
fine
that
until
I
break the
am
seal, and then-
human. Yeah, no, only in the morning. I will get up and go pee, and then I'll drink my 2 cups of coffee, and then I will go pee, and then I'll get dressed and brush my teeth. Brushing my teeth always makes me have to go pee.
Oh, not me.
Yeah, my friend.
I wake up having to pee, and if it weren't for the fact that there are no doors in between me and the bathroom because I just leave them open,
Right.
yeah, it can be an issue sometimes. But then I'm drinking water right up until the minute I'm going to bed, so I kind of
Well,
do it to myself.
See, and here's the thing with me, a couple of things with that. Number one, I can't close the bathroom doors because I have a dog who will open it. And wait a moment, he has trained his cat that
Yeah, I've got 2 cats that won't let me close the one door in the house.
he has trained his cat. The duty is to come over. If Uman is in the shower, you lay directly in front of the door and you wait for her to get out.
Ah, gotcha.
He has taught his cat all the dog tricks. It's very annoying. And then there was the other thing where I was going to tell you about Terraland, and I forgot what we had said that started all that.
I don't know, but I have to go pee now.
Okay, we are done, folks. We are done. Thank all 10 of you for hanging out. Couple over on Diggers. Most of y'all took your boarding passes and showed up over here. And on Twitch, we
Thank
have
you
the
so
one.
much.
And I have no idea, but we just streamed to Kick. See how
Nice.
we are? We're
Welcome, Kick. Thank you very much for having us. We will
Yes.
hopefully see you on the regular.
We're
And
hoping
Twitch,
to
if
be
I
able
ever
to do
figure it
this.
out, I'll see you over there too.
We'll get her figured out too. So anyway, we appreciate everybody very, very much for just coming and hanging out with us. Do we know what we're doing? No, but you know why? It's because you guys are driving this bus and we're just at the front holding the steering wheel with our eyes closed. Okay. But it's all of y'all back there that are driving us. So we don't have a close
appreciate you.
for Sunday Funday because why would I? So I'm just going to go ahead and do the Jamaican close. Anyway,
Why not?
love y'all. Huggers,
Bye.
thuggers. See you later. Take care.
And Team Larry too. On next Thursday, all traditions, and the song in the rhythm. What's up? Dream show, child again. It's the responsibility. If you want to know about to try your best, you will be so right, shining in the rest of night. 2 heifers, take a photo, then gently grab. Hanging on a Sunday, chatting to enjoy the day. Pulling the herd together to kick it and enjoy your help your spirits. The herd and chat leading the conversation, making the day fly by. Dom trying to relax while enjoying getting the gals in trouble. Sammy in the background working as he listens, not missing a single slip of my tongue. MJ beating Cynthia to chat. Tammy grabbing Chippy and Froggy, jumping in and out. OG giving us jokes while A cliche and Bobo Hot Chili with Mr. Beat. Hanging in the chat helping with our smiles. All missing Queen and her spoon for quite a while. Shiny and Digger are here to help your spirits soar. While the herd is just hanging in the back 40, forgetting the woes of the world. It only takes these 2 heifers speaking about what life gives them. Shiny, Graham, and Digger keeping spirits lifted, setting their own woes aside. Today is a fun day, let nothing pierce your hide. Shiny, Graham, and Digger are here to help your spirits soar. Enjoy the heifers, enjoy the herd. Enjoy the Sunday, this fun day, enjoy. Being chow the day, it's the best opportunity. If you wanna never rest, you try your best, that you will be starlight shine and in the rest of night. I'm saying, being chow the day, it's the best opportunity. If you wanna never rest, you try your best, that you will be starlight shine and in the rest of night. I'm saying, it's an I enjoy. I'm so spirits melting a fun day in the burns. Ba two heifers for here 2 birds. Enjoy, Shiny and Digger are here to help your spirits soar. While the herd is just hanging in the back 40, forgetting the woes of the world. It only takes these 2 heifers speaking about what life gives them. Shiny, Graham, and Digger keeping spirits lifted, setting their own woes aside. Today is a fun day, let nothing pierce your hide. Shiny, Graham, and Digger are here to help your spirits soar. Enjoy the heifers, enjoy the herd, enjoy the Sunday, this fun day, enjoy. Being chow the day, it's the best opportunity. If you wanna never rest, you try your best, that you will be starlight shine and in the rest of night. I'm saying, being chow the day, it's the best opportunity. If you wanna never rest, you try your best, that you will be starlight shine and in the rest of night. Awesome, it's an I enjoy. Awesome, spirits mounting a fun day in the burns. Ba 2 heifers for here 2 birds. Enjoy, Shiny and Digger are here to help your spirits soar. Shiny and Digger are here to help your spirits soar. Shiny and Digger are here to help your spirits soar.